think. All right. And we're gonna do a big flash sale momentarily. Let's get through this.
Go find Hector Talks. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Democrats are the enemy within. Yeah, well, I don't think Democrat support is declining right now, though. So we can't be that bad. We can't be that bad. Let me get the backup on in here. What's going on? Make sure you guys send your daily heart me's. Those of you who are Hectivists, those of you who are team members, send your daily heart me's. All of that stuff is good. The rest of you know what to do. If you're a team member, wait, why do I keep saying this? We already knocked that out. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. We already have the gift gallery knocked out. But yeah, do all the good things. What's going on, Santana? I want to see what kind of conversation we can get with Trump supporters today. I want to see if it's at all possible to have a reasonable conversation with Trump supporters today. But we will get into the festivities, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, theys, thems, and MAGA. Welcome to the live. My claim, my well-substantiated,
well thought out,
objective claim, is that Trump supporters are losing steam. That Donald Trump doesn't have the same oomph that he did come November 5th, 2024. And it's directly because of his actions, or lack of actions thereof, that have led to this phenomenon, if you want to call it that. And we can go over many of the ways that this has been taking place. The first one being America Last. I am of the firm belief that it seems like Donald Trump doesn't seem to care about America as much as he advertised himself. Some of his very first actions upon taking the Oval Office was focusing on other countries, and then the actions he's taken here in the country has hurt even his own base. So what is it we're doing? Go ask him. Of course, we have the events of the government shutdown. I will never shut up about the fact that they fought long and hard to starve Americans, even though they could have easily done what they needed to do. Thank you, Erica, for the fest cheers. I appreciate you. And thank you guys for knocking out that gift goal. Let me go ahead and get it reset. Then there's the big one, the Epstein cover-up. I feel like that is self-explanatory. We have a couple days until we get these new documents out, and I'm very curious to see what's in them. I'm very curious to see how those ones are going to be redacted, because I do hope we all know he's going to redact the hell out of them. And then Trump co-signs socialism. Those of you who weren't here for it, we live streamed Zohran versus Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani versus Donald Trump. And it's funny how I named the live stream that, but it was the complete opposite. It was less Zohran versus Trump and more so Trump glazes Zohran. Co-signs socialism, says he would love to live in New York under Zohran Mamdani. Gave him the cheesiest looks. I've already shown y'all the pictures. So I thought that was super interesting. And there actually has been a large portion of the Trump base who were not super happy with that. They expected the rah-rah that he puts out in his tweets. And instead they got, yeah, I like this guy. He has a nice beard. I'm surprised he didn't start talking about him like Arnold Palmer. I'm just saying. And finally, we have Kamala would never, which is self-explanatory. Kamala would never be the embarrassing joke that is the Trump administration. We would have been on our way to some progress, whether slow or small. She would have held the line with democracy, but instead we're here. So if you voted for Donald Trump and you are under the belief that Trump support is not declining, better yet, you may be one of the individuals who's losing support for Trump. I especially want to talk to you. Request up in the box. You are the demographic of people that we want to have a conversation with. Those of you on the YouTube side, I can't say that word. What up, Tube? You guys know what to do. Make sure you like the stream on the way in. And let's keep all the good things going. There is something I actually mentioned on Santana's live earlier that I was needing to read more up on right now. I was wanting to see what the date was for Bill and Hillary Clinton and their Epstein deposition. So we're going to find that out right now because I'm very curious. Because everyone kept going, what about Bill? What about Bill? What about Bill? Well, they're about to be questioned. And I'll let you guys know this. I don't give a shit about Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's reputation in the Democratic Party is having like the surplus in the last 30, 40 years. That's his reputation. And then some people say he was considered the first black president. I don't speak on that. But dude did well as a president outside of when he was cheating on his wife. Really and truly, I feel like Hillary is the star player of that entire dynamic, and she often doesn't get her credit. But regardless, I think there is reasonable enough suspicion to say if Bill Clinton in any way, shape, or form had strong relations to Jeffrey Epstein, then we should probably look into his wife because at the bare minimum, she knew about it. I have zero issues with that whatsoever. I could care less what happens to Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton. I could care less what happens to any Democrat and the Epstein files. I can't stress this enough, and I'm so sick and tired of hearing this in these debate spaces. Thank you, Erica, again for the fucking fest party. These are new. I don't know how this whole live fest business works. I don't know how that ranks, but W's. I appreciate all those gifts. It could be Madam Vice President Kamala Devi Harris in those files. Cook her too. That would hurt, and I have to delete a lot of merchandise. Bro, I'd have to get rid of the merch. I'd have to burn this hat. I'd have to rebrand a lot of my platform. But guess what? That's what I would do because I'm less concerned with the person and more concerned with the victims. I feel like that's something we should all be able to universally agree on. But instead, here we are. Thank you guys. Continue to tap the screen. Let's get the likes of the 25K. Let's do that as soon as possible. Once again, Trump supporters, where you guys at? Where you guys at? I want to know where the hot mic Trump supporters at who believe that Trump supports is not declining. Is there any... Let me ask you guys this question. This is actually the one thing that I will say I feel like his support is improving on, particularly with his base, and that would be with immigration. I would say that's the only thing. That would be with immigration. All they care about is numbers. They don't care about how you get the low numbers. They don't care about the violations. They don't care about the people you harm. Thank you, Santana, for whatever the fuck that was. I don't know what those were. Thank you, Natalia. Thank you, Nurse Linz. I appreciate y'all. W's in the chat for Santana and Erica. W's in the chat for Santana and Erica. That would be the one thing I would say he's gaining more support with because all they care about is those monthly encounters being low. That's it. That's it. So whatever. I can't really argue with that. Like, cool. You don't mind the violations that's been taking place. You don't care that the way that they're circumventing the Constitution to do what he's doing could inevitably impact you if he deems you a quote unquote enemy within. Okay, cool. Congratulations. You're anti-democracy. You're anti-constitutional republic. Whatever you want to call it in 2025, this administration doesn't stand for it. But they aren't even being deported. They're being kept here, so those numbers aren't true. I believe the deportation numbers has definitely slowed down. They're currently being held in several centers here in the United States, but they're pending. It's more so their lawyers that are fighting their asses off to get this done. Thank you, Erica, for the fest cheers. Appreciate you. Guys, what does all that mean? What does all this stuff mean? For like the live fest. I'm unfamiliar with how that works. Something about like you get to meet TikTok people in New York. I don't know. Whatever. I any case, Trump supporters request up in the box. Let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to read on. We're gonna do the Epstein deposition, and I'm gonna see what the date on that is because I want to know what's gonna come from it. Now, do we think that anything would happen to either side? Do we think anything would happen to either side? Specifically the Democrats. Do we think anything would happen? I'm curious. Do we think anything would happen to these individuals? Hell, I would damn near make an argument that they would go harder for Bill and Hillary than they would go for Trump. Because the issue that we're going to have is Republicans are going to, God damn, thank you again for another fest cheers. I appreciate you. W. Santana. The problem that we have is Republicans are going to make every excuse in the book for any other party that's going to be in it. And then Democrats are going to be the ones that go take them down. And I think this is where the left and right always have this issue of having an unfair balance in the sense of no matter what our side does, we're so busy nitpicking them and stuff, we're going to throw them under the bus. We're going to hold them up. We're going to hold them accountable. And then that's where the Republicans have the one up to, in a sense, not morality, but the one up in the sense of we defend our own regardless. And then us over on our side, we're very, very nitpicky. It's kind of a detriment. But I'm never going to say an L to accountability. I'm never going to say L to holding our politicians to a higher standard. Yes, we can acknowledge that they're human, but we can also do that without, without failing everyone else. We can absolutely do both. So here we go. House Oversight Committee Chairman Rep. James Comer says Bill and Hillary Clinton need to appear for depositions in the committee's investigation into the Jeffrey Epstein case. Comer sent a letter to the Clintons' attorney, David Kendall, on Friday, noting that while the committee remains engaged in good faith negotiations, the Clintons are required to comply with the subpoenas. He also said he would start contempt proceedings if they do not comply, which is unnecessary. They have not in any way, shape, or form suggested that they're not going to be there. So I thought this was interesting. We do have the documents here, which, screw it, I'm just going to read. The committee on, hold on, let me make sure everything on the Tube side is fine. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Tube mods. Make sure to keep on the lookout for the nonsense. The Committee on Oversight and Government Reform has received your November 3rd letter outlining your arguments for why former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton should not be required to appear for live testimony. The crux of your argument is that the committee should accept a written proffer, P-R-O-F-F-E-R, of what little information the Clintons may have, because it is the most efficient and equitable way to proceed. The committee disagrees. You highlight the fact, this is written to, hold on, let me see. This is Mr. David Kendall, senior counsel. This is one of their lawyers. Got you. You highlight the fact that the committee elected to forego deposing other individuals subpoenaed as part of this inquiry. However, your assertion conveniently ignores the fact that these individuals affirmed, subject to 18 U.S.C. 1001, that they lacked any information relevant to the committee's investigation and otherwise had serious health issues that prevented their testimony. As your letter indicates, both President Clinton and Secretary Clinton possess information relevant to the committee's investigation. So, they're going to be making an appearance. I doubt they're going to dodge. What are they going to do? Imagine that being the story of the of the next month. Bill and Hillary Clinton have not been seen in days. A suspicious plane went off to Guatemala or some shit. So yeah, I don't have an exact date yet. We do not know. To my knowledge, I have no idea if there has been a response from Hillary Clinton or Bill Clinton about the subpoena, but we can find out now. But I'm curious to see what they say. I doubt they're going to do anything else but appear. This means subpoena. Let's do response. And this was as of Friday. Yeah, we don't have a response just yet. Their attorney obviously tried to push back against it, but they rejected it, and they will be held in contempt if they don't appear. I don't have a problem with this. I don't have a problem with this at all. I think we're going to be Gucci. Here's one thing I will say. I do remember when the island was raided, and then we saw all of those posters up of Bill specifically. I don't remember much about Hillary, but we saw the weird photos up of Bill Clinton. And when I saw that shit, I was like, that nigga's guilty. I was like, that nigga is guilty. Like, I do hope we know that I think he's guilty. I think he's guilty. Despite that being said, he still has a weaker argument of guilt compared to Trump. Isn't that crazy? Because one thing I will say, Epstein did not have big posters up of Donald Trump. He just had little letters. He just had little birthday cards. He just had little text messages and emails. But it wasn't a big poster, which is also funny. Like, I don't know. I don't think being admired by Epstein is a compliment. And Bill Clinton has been awfully quiet about that. I'm just saying, he actually has been awfully quiet. Any case, guys, continue to tap the screen. We're about at 25K likes. Let's knock out the gift goal here. We got about 50 of the finger hearts. Those of you on the tube side, make sure you like the stream. And once again, Trump supporters, I want to talk about your person. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to go fishing in the comments. Mod, start sending out invites because I think I see some chirpers already. I'm the only one in the independent party in my family. Everyone else is MAGA. I don't know. I'm starting to have this aversion to people when they say that they're independent. It technically should be the best stance, the most moderate stance, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think now is the time for independence. Better yet, why do people think that when you associate yourself with a party, that's to negate the fact that you can vote outside of those party lines? You know what I mean? Like, hey, cool, I'm a Democrat. If I see a useless Democrat in a particular position, typically on the local level, the lower level, not the federal level, and then a competent Republican who's not nuts, I will vote for the Republican. I don't think we need to. Hold on. I don't think we need to. Like, we don't need to do the whole independent thing. Because every time I hear someone who says they're independent, and it's like, I'm MAGA light. That is my argument. For the most part, when I hear people say that they're independent, that means I'm MAGA light. It's, I like this idea, I like this idea. Typically, when it comes to social issues, I'm very, very conservative leaning, very maggot. But I just don't fully identify with the Republican side because they're batshit. That's what I get a lot from anyone who identifies as independent. Hold on. How about you go up and talk to them? Yeah, they won't. Les Wexner gave Jeffrey Epstein a full power of attorney, which is like a production company. Interesting. I'd never vote for a Republican. I absolutely would vote for Republicans. I have voted for Republicans. They were not MAGA Republicans, though. That's the thing. I disagree. Well, here's the thing. Again, I can only speak from my experience in the majority of like independents that I speak to. And there absolutely are independents that do vote on progressive policies that don't align themselves with the MAGA base. I used to be one of them. However, I don't see it to be fruitful personally. The majority of my opinions lie with the Democratic Party. There are very few things I would agree with Republicans on. Take that back. There are very few things I agree with Republicans on in regards to execution and solutions. For example, Republicans' big thing. I want people to work hard and like get things on their own. I'm not big on handouts. Okay. I would say based off my upbringing and just how I operate in general, yes, I'm a very independent person. I work for everything I have. Right, cool. And you want everyone else to do the same. I want everyone to have the means to take care of themselves. And I want people to have a cushion when they fall on hard times. I don't think that's a left take. I don't think that's a left take at all. I feel like that's a basic human being take. So where Republicans lose me is, so when we look at things like SNAP and other benefits that the government uses for its American citizens that we pay into with our tax dollars, I want to cut people off. I want to significantly restrict it. And I'm like, oh, but why? Why would we want to do that? And that's the part that always throws me off. We pay so much money into taxes yearly. And God forbid that someone who falls on hard times gets something back from said government that we complain about isn't doing enough for our streets and our buildings and our schools and this and that. God forbid they then go on that same government, get some of that money back from their tax dollars, and we're knocking them for it. That doesn't make any sense to me. I am all about going and knocking out the fraud, but then notice Republicans have nothing to say when it comes to the majority of fraud that they found being from the administrators, being from the people who are filing or issuing, I should more so say, out those payments for SNAP, the legislations and fine tuning of how much is covered for this benefit and how much can cover for this benefit. It's not the people. And better yet, I'm not a throw the baby out with the bathwater people, because if 10% of the 90% of people on SNAP are committing fraud, why do we want to significantly reduce it? And that's going to impact the 90% who actually need it. I feel like that's reasonable math. or so I would think. Thank you guys for knocking out the gift goal. Thank you guys so much for knocking out the gift goal. W's to you. W's to you. We're gonna reset it to. We're gonna do another one of these little 5 coin gifts, and then we're gonna go up as time goes on. Is the finger hearts the only thing that's worth 5 now? That's weird. It literally goes straight to 10. Okay. Never. Well, we'll just. Can we do it again? No. We'll just do the roses. We'll just do the roses. New gift goal roses, and we're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, this was 2 days ago. Make sure I have all my notifications set here. Thank you, Shauna, for the $10. Thank you, Shauna, for the $10 on Cash App. Can we get some W's in the chat for Shauna, y'all? W's in the chat for Shauna. I appreciate your support. Guys, if anyone wants to support the platform, you may check out the links in the bio. Hector Talks with 2 R's. Hector Talks with 2 R's on the Cash App and Venmo. The PayPal's in there as well. I don't remember the username, but I just set up the link. But W's in the chat for Shauna. Appreciate your support. Appreciate the leg up. Appreciate the leg up. Okay. Another thing that I did want to go over with you guys, I'm not sure how much of you know about it. The 28-point plan for peace with Ukraine. Have you guys seen that? Have you guys seen the 28-point plan that the Trump administration, the US has put out? It's actually fucking insane. Like, it's actually fucking insane. It is Russia's wet dream. Mostly, it is Russia's wet dream. In fact, let's see. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. We went over a good bit of it last night, but some of you may not have been here. Regardless, I'm going to repeat it because it's you will not believe, or better yet, you probably would, some of the things that is in this document. So I am going to read that off for you. So 28 points. And let's start with number 1. Wait. Don't tell me you need... Axios has a paywall now? Huh. Axios has a paywall now. Like, I can't even be mad. I get you have to get your money. The user good. Yeah, you can't change it on PayPal, so it's fine. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Let me share this in here because I do have a workaround for that. But no, so one of the guarantees that US is going to give Russia is Ukraine has to reduce their military force by about 200,000 soldiers. Currently, as it sits right now, they have 800,000. And as a part of this deal, they have to reduce it by 200,000. So it's going to bring it down to 600,000. So tell me, if we're about making peace, if we're about reducing conflict, if we're about just getting the war stopped, how do we do that by reducing the defense of a country? How do we do that by reducing the defense of a country? That sounds like you want to leave them more open in the future for attacks. That sounds like you don't want the next revolt, which you would maybe anticipate based off of your actions or breaking the agreement. Sounds like you don't want that to take place, so you want them to have a weaker force than the last time around. And in every single dealing, some of it is lifting the sanctions off of Russia, dedicating 100 billion of Russia's sanctioned assets into the restoration of Ukraine, which I actually don't have a problem with that. Guess what? The US takes 50% of all profits not participated that's gotten from this deal. So it's all about the money too. It is all about the money too. Why can't I find it? Why can't I find it? I'm trying to remember where I sent it to. I don't remember where I sent it to. I'll pull it up in a second here. I'm trying to get through. There's other articles, but the Axios one broke it down really well. So I'm just trying to pull up that one because that's my personal favorite. And I don't remember where I sent this one document, so I'm just going to find it. But yeah, continue to tap the screen, guys. Continue to tap the screen. I'm going to invite Naquan up. Naquan, come up here and entertain the people for a bit. But yes, Trump supporters request up in the box. You're the demographic of people that I want to have a conversation with. I'm not sure where they at today. Where are y'all at today?
I just sent the paywall thing to our group chat. And Shauna, haha, Mandami canceled the parade because they got to pay $10 million to use the streets for 3 hours. So you won't be in the parade.
Okay. Found it. Let me do this here. And paste. Oh, not to Discord. I'm trying to paste the link here.
Yeah, I sent the paywall, the updated paywall thing to the group chat. But I also was trying to tell you about the live fest. So everybody that's in here, Hector is already in it, as I can see. Check y'all book
I
bags.
didn't even do it. I didn't even sign up for it.
Yeah, check y'all book bags. I guess it did it once they started sending you the gifts. Check y'all book bags. So when you click on your book bag, you gotta go. Click the gift box and move all the way over to where it shows the book bag. It's gonna show that you have voting tickets in there. And you also have to vote for the creators. So send those voting tickets as well.
You guys hearing me? Are you guys hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, just making sure.
Shauna, that's what everybody on TikTok call it. It's the backpack. Your book bag, backpack, whatever it's called. It has voting tickets in it. You have to also use the voting tickets that are in there for the creators as well.
I have no idea how any works.
Every time they send a gift, so regular gifts is 1 point. The festival gift is 1.5 points, I think, per coin.
Thank you, Moonkay.
It's the festival gift, which is 4 of them. It's 1.5 per every cent, I believe it is, and regular gifts is just 1 point per every gift. But then they also have to check in every day because checking in also gives you what is it? About 2 voting tickets.
Thank you, Kit, for whatever that was. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I only looked into it because Jessica is doing it. To move it to make it to the next round, you have to be within 500. So the top 500 moves to the next round. I don't know what the next one is, but as of right now, the top 500 people move to the next round. Right now, you're 3,000.
Okay.
In order to make it to 800, Hector needs 100,000, 136,011 points. Which I think it's about 5 more days left for this round. Let me see.
Which it's all y'all. I don't know. I'm just here for the debates.
Yeah, it's 5 more. It's 5 more. 5 more days for this round.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you coming up. They're running scared today, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make it as comfortable for them as possible for the time being and drop you down.
All right.
I appreciate you. Guys, also make sure that you are following the backup here. This one right here. That's me. That's my backup. That's the official backup of the Hector Talks platform. Make sure that we're giving that a follow just in case I ever get a ban on this one, which again, it's been a while. Actually been a while. I'm surprised. But just in case, that is going to count that we'll be going live on. Tube, I see y'all. Let me open up this chat because I sure was missing everything in here. W to my fantastic mods. Thank you, Feisty. Thank you, Taro. Appreciate you guys looking out. Thank you, Sniper. Keep on doing all the good things over on that end. And we're going to continue to do what we're doing here. I'm going to read off this plan here. I'm going to read off this 28-point plan. And I'm just going to keep it really brief because we went over some of it last night. But yeah, it's actually insane. We're basically going W Russia. This entire thing is W Russia. All right. All right. So point one, Ukraine's sovereignty will be. I went over this last night. This big thing about this point, plus like so much is read, whatever. Point two, comprehensive non-aggression agreement will be concluded between Russia, Ukraine, and all ambiguities of the last 30 years will be considered settled. I find that interesting, but whatever. It is expected that Russia will not invade neighboring countries and NATO. I'm gonna do a nitpick. So let's go over plan one again. Point two again. A comprehensive non-aggression agreement will be concluded between Russia, Ukraine, and Europe. All ambiguities of the last 30 years will be considered settled, right? These are like definitive. This is statements. 3, it is expected that Russia will not invade neighboring countries and NATO will not expand further. So 1 was a demand. This is a part of the agreement. And then the third one is expected. Why the fuck are we giving Russia so much leeway? Like, this country cannot disadminister anymore. They are Russian slobnobbers. We'll say that. Russian slobnobbers. Number 4, a dialogue will be held between Russia and NATO, mediated by the United States, to resolve all security issues and create conditions for de-escalation in order to ensure global security and increase opportunities for cooperation and future economic development. I feel like Putin has made it abundantly clear that he doesn't give a fuck about NATO and wants it dismantled. So does Trump, oddly enough. 5, Ukraine will receive reliable security guarantees. Sure. 6, the size of the Ukrainian armed forces will be limited to 600,000 personnel from the 800 to 850,000. That was an estimate currently. So we could be looking at 200 or 250,000 reduction. Again, weakening their military for obvious reasons. 7, Ukraine agrees to enshrine its constitution that it will not join NATO, and NATO agrees to include in its statutes a provision that Ukraine will not be admitted in the future. So the next time we choose your country, there is nothing you in regards to NATO. We want you to be a part of it, so that way we do not start a world war the next time we attack. That's all I just read. 8, NATO agrees not to station troops in Ukraine. What's going on, Erica?
Hello, just came to do a mod announcement. Where the hell are the Trump supporters at, though?
I don't know.
They need to get in the box.
Earlier, and I see you guys sending out invites, but they're doing what they do best, I guess.
They're hiding. They don't want to talk about how they're declining.
Trump supporters was like, I just talked to White Jesus today. White Jesus, GOP Jesus today. I'm going to keep the peace.
GOP Jesus is unhinged. All right. America last. He definitely puts America last. Didn't they lie and say that it was a Russia plan, but it's actually an American plan for the Ukrainian war, the deal that they have? I missed the first part of what you said. Didn't they say it was a Russia plan, but then Rubio came out and said that it was all, like, the U.S. came up with this plan?
I'm actually unfamiliar with that. Let me see.
Oh, welcome in, Maddie Raid. Welcome in. Drop some W's in the chat for Maddie and the Raiders. Awesome.
W's in the chat. Thank you, Maddie.
Let's get the Trump supporters. Yeah, I thought, but then someone else said that it was a total U.S. plan. Did I have it wrong, Chad?
I'm pretty sure we negotiated with Russia to make a lot of these provisions. Like, it has Russia all over it.
Yeah, literally it does. Because of the simple fact that Ukraine gets absolutely nothing from it. And so how are they supposed to agree to something that absolute abhorrent? Like, they're supposed to give up land that Russia hasn't even taken control of yet. For what? For what?
I'm having some issues with this mic. Literally. I'm trying to find it actually, what section that was. But yeah, so we have so far the reduction in their force. NATO can no longer be stationed in Ukraine, leaving it open. European fighter jets will not be stationed in Poland, will be stationed in Poland. Interesting.
That's
the
bad.
US guarantee. This part is super fun. This is really good. US will receive compensation for the guarantee. If Ukraine invades Russia, it will lose the guarantee. If Russia invades Ukraine, in addition to a decisive coordinated military response, All global sanctions will be reinstated. Recognition of the new territory and all other benefits of this deal will be revoked. So yeah, there it is. I didn't read the part with the territory, but this just confirmed that they're getting some territory for Ukraine for this deal. If Ukraine launches a missile at Moscow or St. Petersburg without cause, the security guarantee will be deemed invalid. The issue I have with this is, what if it was a misfire? What if the reason was because in response to what Russia did, and I can see them hyper focusing on Ukraine started it. That's what they tried to do this time around in 2022. 11. Ukraine is eligible for EU membership and will receive short-term preferential access to the European market while this issue is being considered. Nothing disqualifies them now. This is just a talking point. Nothing disqualifies them now from the membership. 12. A powerful global package of measures to rebuild Ukraine, including but not limited to the creation of Ukraine Development Fund to invest in fast-growing industries, including technology, data centers, and artificial intelligence. The United States will cooperate with Ukraine to jointly rebuild, develop, modernize, and operate
Hector, hold
Ukraine.
on.
Yes.
Hector, hold on. Okay, so I knew I wasn't crazy. No, it's the Americans' plan. It's an American plan to end the war. This is ours. This is our 28-point plan to end the war over there. But at first they were saying that it was a Russian plan, and then they said that it was an American plan.
I don't know who said it was a Russian plan, but I think it's one of those things where Russia is all over it. We're clearly caving to their side.
Yeah. Hey, CK, did you come to Slur?
What's up?
Did you come to
No,
Slur?
I just came to ask why America last.
Why America last? All the actions of this administration has shown that he doesn't care that much about America over himself.
So why should the American people pay for what the administration has done?
I never said that they should.
What?
But America first then. You guys aren't making sense at all.
Oh, I see you don't understand.
Oh,
the
okay.
background.
No. Because you're thinking that the American people should pay for what the administration's done.
Yeah.
Okay, so Hector,
You're slow. You're going to mute me now like a
I am, because you're going to allow him to talk.
weakness. It's on full display.
So let me go ahead and explain the background that you so blatantly misinterpreted. The points up here aren't points that I agree with and advocate for. The background to the right, it says Trump supporters are declining. And to the left are cited reasons for said decline, with one of those reasons being America last, alluding to his policies that have very much done just that. Not my sentiment of America last, Trump's policy platforms that shows that's what he wants. Do you understand now?
And of course he ran.
Guys, we do have a flash goal for, I fucking hate these, especially when they're the damn Heartme's. 40 Heartme's. We need 39 people to send their daily Heartme's. I know some of you guys sent it already, but we just need 30 something more people to send your daily Heartme's. So those of you who are already team members, make sure you knock that out. And if you're not, consider joining the team at the bare minimum, just to knock out this goal. It's one fucking coin. I know y'all got a coin. So let's knock out that goal. 15 minutes.
So look at the top left of your page of your screen, and if you see where it says follow me, I'm gonna need you to follow Hector. Okay, if it says follow, tap it, follow him, and then send your daily heart meme so that he can knock out this flash goal. Doing so actually helps get him on the FYP so that you all can enjoy these conversations. So let's go ahead and make sure we're sending our daily heart memes. All right, also let's make sure that we're reposting the live is very important, and sharing. So share it with like your MAGA loving cousin, auntie, brother. It can even be an auntie or a bronco or a conkle, depends on how it worked out. It could be a sister wife, or it could be like
Thank you,
your
Cheeky, for the glasses. Thank you, Debbie.
third cousin, twice removed, baby daddy's mother, stepmom. I don't fucking know. Just share it with Trump supporters and get them up in here so that Hector can have these conversations. Thank you.
6,000%. 6,000%. Also, guys, we're going to run this for a couple of minutes and we may be put in position to do a restart, but so be it. In the meantime, between time, y'all know the drill. I hate doing a restart before we hit 100K. So at the bare minimum, get them super fingers going. Get them super fingers going. Double tap that screen till the heart bar gets full and then keep going. I am going to start looking at people's taps in a second.
Oh,
right?
God.
So the faster you guys do it, the less I'm going to call you out. All right. Yeah, Trump supporters, where y'all at? I'm gonna
I'm
keep
about to
reading.
go profiling.
You know what? I halfway thought about, and I'm still thinking about how we're gonna do. Ooh, Erica.
Yes.
So
I
if
didn't
we,
sound too enthusiastic. Do it again. Say Erica again.
Erica.
What's up?
So if we choose, so I'm thinking, if this don't work out, we go MAGA hunting,
Oh, you want to do it?
and then we do it. I can do it through studio to
Uh-huh.
record, like show
Uh-huh.
them the panel that I'm on, and then
Uh-huh.
record us MAGA hopping.
Okay, I'm with it. I don't care. I'm down.
I think that would be lit.
I'm
I think that
down.
would be lit.
I'm down.
Okay. Okay.
Stupid internet's not working.
We're gonna try run it for a minute. But I'm thinking that's the idea. If that's what you guys want to see, let's do a poll. I don't
I'm
want to
down
do
for
it.
that,
Let me be clear. If I have to, I will. I think it'll be fun to try out, but I don't want to. I want to see what we have here. I'm not in the mood to just get muted,
Muted.
muted, and
Yeah, it's
booted
muted.
all
Yeah.
goddamn night.
Because that's literally all they do. As soon as you open your mouth, they're like, mute. I'm like, oh my God, dude, stop, please. Come on.
Smiley face if you want to see us go MAGA hunting in a bit. If we don't get ops. Frowny face if not. Smiley face if you want to see us go MAGA hunting. Frowny face if not. I'm low-key laughing because I feel like I already know who the two frowny faces are. Not all y'all going yes. You know what? Hold up. All these fucking demands you got of us. All these fucking demands y'all got of us. Are you supporting the stream? Are you tapping? Are you sharing? Are you sending your daily heartbeats? Erica hasn't said a single thank you yet. Where's
but I
Erica's
can't-
thank yous?
I can though, because it's to my girl. It's to my girl Feisty. Shout out to Feisty for the $20. Feisty said, "I heard it was Russian put through translation, passed off as dumps." You know what? That makes sense, Feisty. It really, really does. It really
W's
does.
in the chat for Feisty. W's in the chat for Feisty.
Thank you,
Guys,
Feisty.
make sure you're taking care of Erica. Her links are in the bio. If you have Cash App, my link is in the bio, and I'll send it over to her. Hector talks with 2 R's, and better yet, take care of me. Y'all want to see us go MAGA hunting? I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need y'all to be throwing it, okay? If y'all want me to spend my Sunday fucking night going into MAGA spaces, dealing with that level of ignorance, I'm gonna need to see some fucking love for that. Because I'll do it. But I need to know you guys are gonna be there. With me. Otherwise, fuck y'all.
The coins I sent you today.
Thank you for all the coins. I ain't never seen half those gifts before. W's, Miss Corey for the future
Hey.
encounter. Let's go.
Shout out to Miss Corey.
Let's go. Big W's in the chat from Miss Corey. Thank you so much for your support. Oh yeah, and I did miss a dono here. Give me a second. W's in the chat for Feisty for the $20 on Venmo, not wiener medicine.
Why did she say that?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm
Trump
trying to go
supporters.
profiling, and it's hard to go profiling here. I can't tell who's a Trump supporter anymore. Are they starting to blend in? No.
I don't know. It is funny though, reading the comments now and seeing people like say certain things that you think, oh, okay, that person's on our side, and then sometimes they'll request and be like, oh no, I voted for Trump. I'm like, oh,
so confusing.
Interesting. Not MAGA trying to blend in with the rest of society.
I know, trying to look normal and stuff. That's crazy.
Right.
They'd be like, hello, fellow teenagers. Never mind, you don't get the reference. Never mind. No one gets the reference.
I don't know specifically where it's from, but I chuckled because my first immediate thought when I heard that was, of course, they would go underage.
I gotta go get Bubba.
That's my first thought. What's up, AC? Appreciate y'all, guys. We just need 13 more heartme's. We have a couple more minutes for that. So once again, if you're grayed out, I know I don't have people. Oh shit!
Oh shit! You got the
Oh
Pokemon.
shit! I got the pokey dingy. I got the pokey
It's
thingy.
Naruto. You supposed to know what it is.
Oh,
It's Naruto.
why did I said Pokemon because you said Pokemon?
I know.
Because I knew what it was. I think I corrected you when you did it once.
Yes.
Oh my god! You see what it is. W's in the chat for you, Chewy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate that gift. Pokey thinking is wild. W's for the, what is it called again? Nine-tailed fox
Yeah.
or something like that.
That's what it's called, the nine-tailed fox.
Since that one's red, white, and blue, we gonna call it the America First The America First Fox. No, we're not. I apologize for that. I will never do that again. Hi, Kit.
You don't like Naruto or something? Hey, kid.
I love Naruto. I used to watch Shippuden all the time. Thank you, Andy, for your heart me. We just need 10 more of those, guys. 10 more of your heart me's. Make sure you're sending it in. 10 more of your heart me's. Make sure you're sending it in. We are trying to knock out this gift goal. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Andy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to go on mute. All right. I'm going to drive down. I have to go get Bubba.
You got your Wi-Fi situated?
No, it'll be up probably around like 7:30 or 8, but I still have phone. I have data. I just won't be able to go on camera because it probably won't be strong enough signal. But yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, on my phone service, I can't do a full live on it typically in certain areas. Like here, I would not be able to do it without Wi-Fi.
Exactly. It fucking sucks.
All right. Say hi to Bubba for me. Not that Bubba, y'all. Chill out. Not that Bubba.
Yeah, not that Bubba. All right, will do. All right, bye. Bye, Kit. Bye, guys.
Later. What's up, Kit? You know the drill. You got to yell for us to hear you right now.
Okay, but Hector, I told you I reset my whole TikTok app. I uninstalled, I reinstalled it, I reset my phone. I did everything that I could do to make this shit work, and it's still not fucking working. I'm gonna crash out. I'm so mad. Okay. Anyway, did it work for half a second? Worked for half a second.
Thank you guys for the heartbeats. 5 more.
I was just coming to yell at you about not caring about your mental health.
I love my mental health. I do nothing but care about my mental health.
Talk about MAGA hopping.
Listen. Here's what happens when I go live. First off, I need y'all to understand something. I've been live every single day for the past week, which is very unusual. But I'm trying to do this thing where I force myself back into the algorithm because it's been hoeing us lately. Also, Shauna does have likes. Naquan, shut the fuck up. How many likes do you have? Since you want to talk shit, hold up. How many likes do you have, Naquan? Let's see. Let's see. You better have more than her. Okay, you do. All right. Okay. I'll give you some peace. So yeah, when I put myself in the mind to talk to them, I'm in the mind to talk to them. And I have to get it out. I have to get it out so I can rest. So if we don't get anyone here, we're going to try it. And I've always wanted to do the MAGA hopping thing and see how it would work out for streams because I want to know what that looks like. And if we can do it, because that is something I would strongly consider maybe every Sunday, MAGA hopping Sundays. Maybe. It's very taxing.
Don't give
Yes.
a fuck about your mental health.
No, absolutely not. Listen, once I'm done here, I have my comfort shows. I have my ice cream. Speaking of, I need to go get my bougie ice cream later. I only had sorbet last night. I got lunch and dinner and everything cooked because I meal prep for the week, and I'm gonna chillax. I'm gonna relax. I know how to recover. I know how to recover from these things. W's, guys, we need 2 more of the heart me's. 2 more of the heart me's. Also, we're at about 72k likes. 72k likes. Ensure that we are knocking that out. 2 more heart me's, and let's get the likes up to 100k. If we get the likes up to 100k, we'll do a restart. And then if we don't get anybody in the restart, I'm just gonna go MAGA hunting. That's gonna be the goal for the night.
Whoa. Wait, is it working? Oh my god, it worked for a second again.
It's a little better. Oh shit,
Okay,
where'd my backup go?
Saj said to check your green app. And
Okay.
It's like working on and off. This is gonna really piss me off if it goes back and forth now.
Where is Erica? Go find her, bro. She's not live yet. She was just here. Where were you? Also, the guest request isn't working for me. I just had to go to my backup to find it. What is happening right now? Mr. Teacher.
Hector, I only talk to my friend Erica. Because she's nicer than the rest of the Democrats.
I'm a nice person.
I don't know that yet because you stay silent when me and her talk.
Well,
I don't know you yet.
I try not to overtalk women, for one, and especially on their platforms.
Boy.
But,
why,
I'm sorry.
Why did you make that statement?
Because I
I'm
don't...
misogynist?
I didn't say you were a misogynist.
Wow.
When did I say you were a misogynist? I simply just said I just try not to overtalk women.
Boy, you got a slick way to put stuff.
I made a single assertion that you got up on this panel.
I don't talk over women like
I haven't made a single... I never said like some people. Those words never came out of my mouth. Sir.
Okay, rephrase it.
Sir.
It mean the same thing.
Sir, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right.
Because
Okay,
that
cool.
was slick the way you did that.
Listen, you very much may be misogynist. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I haven't got that far yet.
How did I teach school for 40 years and be misogynist?
Do you
You
think
know, I taught female and males,
Ugh, women?
and I treated them equally.
Okay. First off, why do you think your teaching experience would negate misogyny? You can be a misogynist teacher.
How? And I
How?
grew up with 6 sisters, and they ran the house.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Do you
That's-
have any sisters?
I do, actually. But that still wouldn't negate misogyny. Okay, I'm gonna present you with a scenario here. Thank you guys for knocking out the flash goal. I love y'all. I love y'all. I fucking hate those things, so it's always good when we knock that out. Thank you so much. Now do the roses. Okay, teacher. So say you had a white friend, okay? And this
what?
white friend, and this white friend grew up amongst black people, okay? And the white friend grew up around black people, had a black stepmom, loves black music, eats black food, all these different things. Would his relationship with black people stop him from being racist? Would you say
it
he's exempt from
depends
racism?
on- you know, a lot of this racism come from parents. They
What?
teach their kids that,
Absolutely, racism
and they
is taught.
see it.
But yeah, the
They
point of
role play that in front of the kids.
right. The point of the scenario I was trying to give you is: would his relationship that he's had with black people his entire life stop him from being racist? Would that make him exempt from racism as a white man?
No, it wouldn't make him exempt.
Got
And
you.
what kind of friends do he hang with?
Yeah, absolutely. So follow along with me here, because people say these are big words. I don't think they are. Your proximity to blackness would not negate racism, right? So the same can be said of women. Your proximity to women would not negate sexism or misogyny specifically. Does that make sense?
So, Mr. Hector, why you don't say that I follow a man who they consider misogynist? Because everything is related to Orange Man Bad
I mean,
because I voted for him. Why you don't connect me like that? But everybody is not like that, though.
so I haven't had a reason to connect you yet. Do you still support Donald Trump?
Yeah, I still support him.
Okay, so there's a very good argument to make that you could be misogynist
Wow.
because you still support him.
So tell me, you think I support white supremacists? The group, not the president. Do
Yes.
you think what?
Yes, absolutely.
You got to be kidding.
Maybe not consciously, clearly.
You think I could go around white supremacists? You think I could go to a sundown town
so
and be accepted?
supporting white supremacy doesn't equate to acceptance when it comes from with a black person, right? You can support and uphold white supremacy, and they'll still strange fruit you. I don't think you realize how you're supporting white supremacy. I think that's the disconnection here. Would you like me to tell
It's
you?
all about Trump, right? Just gonna say it.
No, it goes so much further than Trump at this point. We have 3 years to deal with him, sure. But then there's JD Vance, there's Stephen
Oh,
Miller,
boy.
there's Pete Hegseth, there's what's that fucker's name? Steve
What?
Bannon. There's people in his administration that are
Oh,
still
don't
going to be
even
there after
mention
he's
Steve
gone.
Bannon, man. See, you messed up with that one.
Oh, you
And
don't like Steve
Martin
Bannon?
Taylor Green, those turncoats. Anytime somebody used my great president, talking about he collected money for a wall, and he tricked the people, I don't associate him with MAGA. And he still be on that podcast, whatever he have, talking crap.
You don't
And look
like
at
Steve
Margaret
Bannon.
Taylor Greene. Why is she not running? I'm all over the place. Why is she not running for Congress? She not gonna be no governor.
She
Who
she is
crazy enough?
she is in Congress, but she's retiring. She just announced this within the last
She
48 hours.
resigning in January.
Right.
When
What
is
I'm
her
saying, she's
term
been in
up?
Congress for about a decade.
What? She been there about 6 or 7 years.
I said about a decade, so it'll be closer to a decade. Yeah.
That's 10 years.
So
It's a big difference in
I-
6 and 10.
I want to go back to Steve Bannon. What don't you like about Steve Bannon? And Erica, if you
Man,
have a minute,
Steve-
actually, I would like for you to come up and give an example of Trump's recent sexism, because I know you was talking about it in the chat the other day. So why don't you like Steve Bannon?
Because he a turncoat like Marjorie Taylor Greene. He off and on.
Oh, so
They
you
turn
don't.
the switch off and on.
I'm unaware of Steve
Just
Bannon
like
changing
Thomas
his positions on
Massey.
Trump.
Rand Paul. You want me to keep naming them?
Why? I'm unaware of Steve Bannon changing any sentiments he's had about Trump being
Yeah.
a good president.
Tucker Carlson even changed. You don't keep up with what's going on?
I'm aware. We're on one person. You just mentioned four. So I'm unaware of Steve Bannon changing his positions on Trump. Can you elaborate on that?
And you know the sad thing about it?
Can you answer my question?
President Trump,
Can
he
you do that?
pardoned that fool.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Guys, links in the bio.
Who pardoned Steve Bannon?
Links in the bio. Who pardoned Steve Bannon?
Oh, you having fun
guess
with
Trump.
me, huh?
I'm trying to get you to answer a simple question. My question is, what
When he
has Steve
took the
Bannon
money.
said recently that has showed that he's changed his tune on Trump?
Well, just say he said the same thing Marjorie Taylor Greene said. You weren't about foreign affairs, and you need to stick to America first. Why you say America first? And you all over there in Iran, you off the coast of Venezuela, you all over the place. What about Americans?
Hector,
So-
drop me for the algo because this is not going to work.
I got you. Thank you very much for coming
Oh, it's
up.
not working? Who is that?
They mean their mic. Don't. It's not has nothing to do with you.
Oh, okay. I thought they say you can't get through to me.
Before I read this article, Erica, you have a
Oh,
minute to speak.
Lord. I see you know, open a can of worms.
You said you loved Erica. You said she's nice to you.
You know she gonna drill me, right?
You said she's
And
nice
the first thing she gonna say, Papa.
to you. You said
I'm not
she's
a
nice to you,
papa.
buddy.
Okay, let me stop.
That's a
joking.
term of endearment in the black community.
Let me stop joking.
I just got the text message. The outage has been resolved. So when I get back home, it should be working. No, Papa. I just wanted to ask
See
you a
that?
question.
Look at her, Hector.
I just wanted to ask you a question. You put all that sauce on my Big Mac.
Now she hang around itchy. That's all he know to say around me.
Oh hell.
You like all that sauce on your Big Mac?
But what was it? What was it, Hector, that you were talking about? What was it?
Remember when you mentioned the other day something that Trump said about what's her name and how no one was covering how misogynistic it was.
Oh,
Thank you, Shauna. Thank you
so
for the roses.
Trump was on Air Force One, and he was being questioned about he was being questioned by the press, and it was a BBC reporter, and he told her, "Quiet, little piggy," is what he told her. That's misogynistic as fuck. Also, the day before that, he also told an ABC News reporter. He told her when she asked him a question about the sitting prince, I can't say his name to save my life, Muhammad. When she asked him about him, he snapped at her also, and no one said anything to him. They just allowed it.
She
It was
did. Can I elaborate, Erica?
But there's no justifying that
Erica.
misogyny.
Erica.
What do you need to elaborate on?
You know what that reporter said to the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia? Say, you know y'all was involved in 911, and then she brought up the Washington Post reporter that they chainsaw, and then Trump say, "Why you trying to embarrass my guests?" Say that's a dumb question. You don't remember that?
You don't talk to people but you don't talk to people
Huh?
that way. And that's what she said. Hector, I don't have my second advisor with me. Are you able to look up exactly what Trump said in regards to the question to him about Saudi Arabia?
I'm pulling up the
Because
clip now.
that's not what he said.
I don't even know why he called on her, because she always, and you know it was ABC News, right?
But Donald Trump is a
And
misogynist. He has a long history.
No.
Hey, Papa,
But listen,
coach, don't overtalk me. He has a long history of doing that to women.
Oh, you're roboting. You're roboting.
Is a
E.
disgusting man.
Erica, he does that. You
Yeah,
heard
my
of Jim
signal's sucking,
Acosta?
sorry.
Have you heard of Jim Acosta?
That's one. Hold that thought. Y'all hold that thought. W's in the chat for Saj for the 2. Go MAGA hunting and gather their ass. Thank you, Saj. Not the type of ass I want to gather, but got you. W's in the chat for Saj. W's in the chat for Crow for the $5 on Venmo. He just sent $5 to say I'm a bird. All right, W's bird. W's bird. W's in the chat for bird. And also W's in the chat for Amanda, who said, hi, Amanda, who sent the $5 on Venmo to say, for being a fun host and wonderful person, ordered my Kamala would never be any just in time for a cold winter. To the chat, if you haven't purchased from Hector's shop, what are you doing with your life? Very good point. Very good point. Guys, in the TikTok shop, and the also other shop that I can't talk about in the link, you can go get yourself some Kamala Would Never merch. We also have 2 other collections, Make 2 equals 2 equal 4 again, and the 10 Commandments. Go ahead and check all those good things out in the Tickety Talk shop and the other link in the bio, alongside all the other great ways to support the platform. W's to Manda, W's to Crow, and W's to Saj. Okay, carry on, Erica.
Is that Manda? Is that Manda?
Yes.
Manda that hosts her own lives, man. Okay, congratulations, love. She know what I'm saying. Congratulations for. I saw it in the Discord, but I'm not a kid. I did forget to respond. But congratulations.
Big W's.
So happy for you. Yeah.
Can I talk about the BBC?
Why do you have to say Bill
I
B?
can't talk. I gotta go.
Erica.
But I'm serious. I can't talk anymore because I'm teleporting.
Why?
And it's dangerous. I'm gonna go bye-bye.
I got you. Thank you for coming up,
Oh
Erica.
no,
You can drop me. Thank
she
you.
ain't never did that.
She's
Hallelujah.
doing the
She
thing with the wheel.
overcoming.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Wow.
I'm pulling up the clip, y'all.
Did I upset her?
No,
Because that's my friend.
got you. No,
I apologize.
she's behind the wheel, my guy. I'm trying to find the clip here. Let me get the clip for y'all. Because I never even saw it. It was Eric who actually brought it to my attention. So we're gonna find the clip. White House says Trump calling reporter Piggy, so she's frank and open. Not the dancing around it already. I'm trying to get the exact clip here to show you guys. So yeah, what do you think about the President of the United States calling reporters pigs?
Calling them who?
Piggy. Better yet, women reporters.
Didn't he call a specific person there? First of all, Hector.
Well, he has a pattern of doing this
Hector.
towards women, so that's why.
Hector.
Yes.
You know, President Trump been doing this since 2017 when he got in office, right? Why are y'all surprised with his language? I don't agree with him saying that the senators and representatives should be hung or whatever he said. I don't agree with that. And say treasonous act. He shouldn't say, but they let him get away with it.
By they, you mean the Republican Party?
No, not only them, but the other. They keep shoving that mic in his face, and you know he like attention.
I think reporters trying to hear words from the President of the United States isn't necessarily shoving their mic in his face. They're just doing their job. I don't understand why people complain about the coverage that this man gets, considering that he's literally in the biggest office in this country that's bound to come with the position.
You know who put him in office, right?
77 million Trump supporters.
No, I'm talking the first time, the press. Because they thought he was a joke. Because they covered all his rallies and they were laughing and
They did their job. That's what they were supposed to do.
But they didn't give nobody else coverage.
They gave every other candidate coverage.
No, not like President Trump.
Well,
and what
Trump
you think
was
about
the aggressive, erratic, misogynistic, racist, xenophobic one. So, he got more coverage. That's how that works.
But listen, what about when he made that statement? I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and pew somebody, and I'll get away with it.
What about
You
it?
don't remember that one, right?
I remember that one.
How
Reason
did he
number
get away with that?
17,648 why I wouldn't vote for him. That's a great question. So,
No,
teacher,
you're talking about
he got away with that
2024.
because of you, because of people like you
Hold on.
excusing it. That's how he got away with it.
No, you
not
had
a
a
good thing.
choice to pick from, right?
Yes. And I would have
It's
picked,
either
if I voted at the
Democrat-
time, which I didn't, I would have picked the woman, the more than qualified woman at the time, to run the country and uphold democracy. She would have gotten money out of politics. Everyone forgets that she ran on Citizens United.
Oh.
She would have expanded the Affordable Care Act, which was about as close as a universal health care. She was very big on defense. Obviously, she was fucking secretary of, she was a fantastic candidate, but everyone was focused on some emails.
She
that
was
had nothing.
Secretary of what?
Secretary of, why am I always blanking on it? It's not defense.
She was Vice
What's the-
President. She wasn't Secretary or nothing.
Hillary Clinton was not the vice president.
Oh, who you talking
States.
about?
Thank you. Hillary Clinton.
Vice President Harris or
No, well, you talked about his first administration, Trump's first administration. So I was going
Yeah.
after Hillary Clinton, who ran against him.
yeah, but you know America wasn't ready for a woman. You knew that.
I don't care what America's ready for. They weren't ready to give us
Yeah,
rights.
white men didn't vote for her.
I'm aware. Same thing with Kamala.
So why would you? And plus, why would you send back a black woman this time if they didn't vote for the white woman?
Why would
You
that
know how
stop?
America is.
Why should that stop them? Hold on.
You know why?
Hold on. I want you to think about this for a second. What if, during the Emancipation Proclamation, we had people in a room sitting down arguing, America's not ready to free slaves. What if we gave into that? Do you think
That's
that makes
a
any
bad
sense?
analogy.
It's a great analogy.
No, it's
Progress in this country always comes very slow, for one, and with a lot of pushback. It's the people who choose to push past what they think this country is ready for that brought us where we are today. So no, I vehemently disagree with any sentiment that the country isn't ready for this or that. I don't care what the country's ready for.
So why so many black men voted for President Trump?
22%. The vast
Yeah, but
majority of black
before
men
it
voted for
was
American
like
Vice President Kamala
8%.
Harris.
It was 8% before.
And
before that, it was 4% with Mitt Romney. Black men.
I don't care.
And 20-some percent. Do you be on these different TikTok lives and see how many black MAGAs you had? Y'all call them blaggers.
Yes, unfortunately, I have
How
seen
many TikTok panels you see with a lot of blacks?
them. Enough. Not more than the black men who voted for Harris.
What?
Doesn't pass the amount of people that voted for Harris. The black men. I see more black Democratic men on this app than black MAGA. All right, hold on a second, because I do have the video here of what he said to the reporter. So we're going to get the full context of when he called her or told her to quiet piggy.
Okay.
In the meantime, between time, guys, boom, W's for getting 100K, 100K. We'll stick around for a bit while we have Teacher up here ready to talk to us. But if there's any other Trump supporters in the request, or in the chat, I should say, request up in the box. You're the demographic of people that I want to have a conversation with. We are talking about Trump's declining support, currently with someone who holds strong on it for some reason. So Do all the good things, guys. Appreciate y'all. And let's knock out this gift goal as well. We have about 18 more of the boxing gloves. All right, I'm going to play the clip. Where's my volume? Oh.
Okay. Mr. President, what did Jeffrey Epstein read in his emails that he said you knew about the girls? Nothing about that. They would have been asked.
Oh, that's very hard to make out. Are you guys making out the words? That's very hard to make out.
When did he say? I didn't hear that part with Piggy.
It started off with that part, but it's just very low. Is it very hard to make out the words, y'all? Because that was super hard for me to make out the words.
No, but you talking
heard
about
it?
the ABC female reporter.
Hold on a second. We're not done. All right, let me do it again.
Quiet. Okay. Mr. President, what did Jeffrey Epstein read in his emails that he said you knew about the girls? I think they would have been asked a long time ago. It's really what it is. They spent all the time with Bill Clinton, with the president of Harvard, you know. Larry Summers, whatever his name is. All of the other people they spent time with. Jeffrey Epstein and I had a very bad relationship for many years. But he also saw strike because of his person. So he dictated a couple of memos to himself to bring. You got to find out what did he know with respect to Bill Clinton, with respect to the head of Harvard, with respect to all of those people that he knew, including J.P. Morgan chicks. Yeah, Jennifer, go ahead. Incriminating in the file, quiet.
That was so unfucking called for. Y'all heard it. She was just asking him a simple question. He gave her that bullshit response. And then she said, what about, you being incriminated, blah, blah, blah. And he just goes straight to trying to pivot to the other reporters. And when she kept pressing on her question, he said, quiet, Piggy. So what part of her questioning was disrespectful, teacher?
I thought Erica was talking about the Crown Prince.
No, you're the one who
when
brought
he
up the
was
Crown
in the
Prince.
office. Because, see, I can't elaborate on something that I didn't hear.
Well, I just
And
played
I
the
couldn't
clip.
hardly make that out about Jeffrey Epstein and Piggy. Shut up, Piggy. I never heard that. And I didn't even see that on the news.
Well, just because you didn't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah, but how am I talk about something I didn't see? I thought he was talking about.
Well,
she
we're talking about misogyny and how the president of the United States is a misogynist, because you said, how can I be a misogynist? And how does me voting for Trump support misogyny? So then Erica came up and gave that example, which we just played, where he was just blatantly disrespectful to a woman reporter. And he does this often, which is an example of misogyny.
No, I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay. Do you often tell reporters to be quiet and call them piggies?
He does that. You don't remember Jim Acosta from CNN, right?
I feel like I need
He
you to
does
answer my
that to
question.
men and women.
I feel
If you
like
come at him the wrong way.
I need you to answer my question.
Yeah, but you focusing on just women. And
Yeah.
he does it to men too.
It doesn't matter if he does it to anyone. If he disrespects men, he disrespects men. His particular liking and leaning to disrespect women in a specific fashion is what we would use to constitute misogyny. You know what he's never done with a man? He has never questioned their manhood. He's never said anything about their private parts and where they're bleeding out of. He's never made any comments about.
Oh, come on, man.
Hold on, no. He's never made any comments about men's wives cheating on them because they're weak or lib or whatever the hell. He's never said that, but he's made all those comments towards women. So that's very specific. That's a very specific target. It doesn't matter how much he goes after men. It's in a vastly different fashion than how he speaks to women. That's where misogyny comes into play.
I misunderstood what Erica was saying because that's the only
That's
thing.
perfectly fine. So since we were talking on misogyny, I need you to address the point about misogyny. Why do you think calling women little Miss Piggies, quiet piggies, and every other thing that he's done, why do you think that's okay? Why do you think that's not misogynistic?
No, it's not okay, but I'm saying
So,
you're
okay, is it
equal
misogynistic?
opportunist.
Is it misogynistic?
Yeah, if you just do it to one group,
Hold on. What does misogyny
yes,
mean?
women.
What does misogyny mean?
That means towards women, that means that you're real masculine and you don't respect women.
No, no, no. Being misogynistic doesn't mean you're masculine. What the fuck are you? What?
Women should stay in their place. That's how some men think.
Right. And they will talk that way or act out that sentiment in calling women what he does.
So tell
and
me
speaking to women in the way that he does. Hold on. No. Because you did not address my point. Misogyny is a specific thing. It's not sexism, right? Sexism can be both sides, and this is where the misandry crap comes into play. Whatever. Misogyny is towards women, a disdain towards women, a disrespect, a disregard of women. So you can't say he's an equal opportunity anything when we're talking about misogyny, because misogyny, in its definition, is towards women, and he was being misogynistic. So how he speaks to men does not negate misogyny. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So tell me this: how many women does he have in his cabinet?
I don't know what the
Who
fuck
is
that has to
his
do with
chief
my
of
question. Let's
staff?
try this again.
Why does
Does the
who
way
is
he
his
speaks to
press
men
secretary?
negate misogyny? Yes or no?
If he thought so low of women,
Does the
why
way
would he do that?
does the way he speaks to men negate misogyny?
No, he need to be careful how he speaks. Because
Okay.
y'all gonna take
So
it out
he's
of context.
What? Okay. What context do I need to say calling women Miss Piggies is okay? What context do I need to justify
That's
that?
all you concentrating on.
Because that's exactly what we're talking about with misogyny. Do you need me to go into other examples that he's a pig?
And he tell women and men to shut up. I'm not calling on you.
Okay. Did we talk about shut up, or did we talk about
So
specific
that's
attacks that he directs
misogynist,
towards
right?
women?
Because he won't let women
Did I say
talk.
shutting up with misogynistic, or did I go over in a specific example of things that he says towards women?
Okay, I got to go, Hector. Let me go listen.
Trump supporters request up in the box. You're the demographic of people that I want to have a conversation with. I can't with the disregard of misogyny. I cannot. I can't. Again, there was a Truth Social post that Trump reshared. I have it saved, actually. Give me a second. I have it saved. Oh, I have it on my phone. I think I can put it up as a sticker. There's a Truth Social post that this man reposted right before the election. It was a picture of Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris together. Shit, where's my green screen? Not me not knowing how to do this shit now. I'll do it on my other phone. And in this picture, it was just them smiling in the camera, saying hi, whatever. And then the caption was funny how something along the lines of like a B job affected both their careers differently, or something like that. Let me find the post. Donald Trump doesn't go after men for their sexual relations. Donald Trump only goes after women for their sexual relations. So, again, that is a specific misogynistic attack. I don't know how it can be excused. I don't know why we keep coming back to this circle of, oh, well, he talks to men just as bad too. Yes, he talks to anyone he doesn't like terribly, but his attacks towards women are very specific. Here we go. The caption, it's funny how blowjobs impacted both their careers differently. And this is the post here. That he shared. This was the date. October 19th, I believe, or at least that's when I took the screenshot of it. Can anyone give me an example of when Donald Trump's attacks towards men was specific to their genitals and the sexual acts that they perform, or their height, or their baldness. Although I'm sure there's maybe one or two in there. Can someone give me that example of when he's went after them in that fashion? He's very specific. He calls men stupid, calls men woke, left, and all this other stuff as an insult, but he doesn't go after certain things when it comes to men. Why is that? Why is that? We may have to do, we're gonna have to do a restart, y'all. We're gonna have to do a restart. Okay. So I'm debating if we do the restart or we go MAGA hunting in a couple of minutes. Or better, maybe we can do both. Maybe we can do both. Should we do the restart now? Or should we get straight into the MAGA hunting? I'll have to set up everything on this end. Which one do you guys think we should do? Thank you guys for the follows. If you're not following me, you love the content and everything that we're doing here. If you want to be a part of the MAGA hunting, we may do, because that's all dependent on who's live. I'm not sure if any MAGAs are live or a lot. Hit that follow button. Make sure you're doing that anyway. Someone said restart. Let's do the smiley face poll. Let's do the smiley face poll. All right, quick poll. Smiley face if we should do a restart. Frowny face if we just go straight into figuring out the MAGA hunting. Smiley face if we should do a poll. Frowny face if we should go straight into the MAGA hunting. Not y'all wanting me to MAGA hunt. I should have put more conditions on it. I should have put more conditions on it. Actually, I think I will. Give me a second. Where are we at with the donation goals today? We're at 42. We gotta hit 75. We gotta hit at least $75 for the donation goal today, and then we'll go MAGA hunting. Because it looks like most of you want to do that. We gotta hit $75 for the donation goal because y'all want to stress me the fuck out. Y'all want to stress me the fuck out and not compensate me, and I think that's crazy. How do we MAGA hunt? No, all it is that since I have Studio now, I'm going to screen share, like from Studio. I'm going to screen share on TikTok me, most likely on my backup, going into MAGA lives. And then I'm going to show it, and you guys will be able to watch me through my live, be on MAGA lives, talking to them. That's how we're going to do it. I'm so ready for this. Wow. Not Mel not giving a fuck about my mental health. Okay, most of you want the MAGA hunting to go. I'm dead serious. We got to get the donation goal up. Let's get us up to 75 at least. We're at 42. That is $33 more. If you want to support the platform, the best way to do so is the links in the bio. Hector Talks with 2 R's. Hector Talks with 2 R's on Cash App and Venmo. And the PayPal link is in there as well for anyone who wants to support the platform. We get to 75, we'll do the MAGA hunting. 75 will do the MAGA hunting. Better yet, I see MAGAs in here now. So, where you guys at? Are y'all sending out invites? The left gets destroyed all the time in real debates. I love how people come into chat and they say that, and then they never do the destroying. So I don't know what earth you're on to where you see this happening, but I'd love to hear you be an example of this destruction. You're more than welcome to request up in the box. We've been looking for Trump supporters for quite some time now. Why were Democrats conversing with Epstein and helping him after his conviction? Can you name one Democrat who was doing that? Or better yet, let me make this really easy for you. I am pro First Amendment, and I want to give you the First Amendment right to come up in this box and tell me what Democrat was helping Epstein. W's in the chat for Sophie. Thank you for the $3 super chat over on the Tube side. I keep forgetting you guys are over here. My fault. You guys may send super chats and we'll add that to the daily goal as well. So that puts us up to 45. We now exactly need 30 more before we do the MAGA hunting. W's in the chat for you, Sophie. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, the daily goal is 150, but I'm saying we need at least 75 if I'm going to go MAGA hunting. I don't know. What the fuck is this comment about? You know what? Mods, do me a favor. Mute every single opposition in the chat. Mute all of them. Just mute them. There's no point. I don't do the chirping shit because they advertise themselves to be the party of strength and anti-snowflake and all of that, but then you're scared of us little black libs on this app who would cook you in any fucking debate. Just mute every single one of them. The second you see the comment, just mute them. Just mute them. Oh yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're at least gonna finish up on the 28-point peace deal. We're gonna at least finish up on that. Wait, why is this glitching? Why is this glitching? There we go. Oh, looks like somebody may have actually grown some balls today. Hey, Keto.
Problem is, I'm not MAGA.
Oh, why do you think they sent you an invite?
Because I speak out against the left, but I'm not MAGA. There's a huge difference.
Okay, what did you say in the comments?
Geez, where did it go? I've been trying to say I'm not MAGA, but it's kind of funny. I sit back and I actually want to see somebody.
What did you
from
say
MAGA
in the comments to get yourself muted and an invite sent?
Because I say you guys can't
opposition.
debate. See, you can only debate in MAGA. You can't debate somebody straight up from the middle. You can't debate.
Are you in the middle?
Like yeah, straight up.
Okay, let's have a debate. What do you got?
Let's have a debate.
Sure.
Okay, let's start off with democratic socialism. And
Okay.
we'll start from there. Your views on democratic socialism and how democratic socialists aren't liberals.
Okay. What is your point?
The point is, like I'm saying, like the left cannot debate anything because you guys come off from different sides of stuff to where you do not come from a strong stance of anything. Okay, if you are a
the
democratic
left would be a spectrum, no different from the right is a spectrum. You guys have pro-life Republicans, you have pro-choice Republicans. You guys have pro-D penalty Republicans, and you guys have anti-D penalty Republicans. You're saying that we can't agree on things based off the fact that we have more diversity?
No, I'm saying that the left, when they embraced democratic socialism, any concept of debate went completely out the window. It's
Why?
all based on ideology.
Why?
Why? Because democratic socialists do not believe in private ownership. Democratic socialists
That's incorrect.
actually want to control and regulate capitalism the same as Hitler
That is
and Mussolini.
incorrect. That is
No.
incorrect. So what do you
Okay,
think
so
democratic
here you are
socialism
defending
is?
democratic socialism.
I didn't defend it. So
therefore,
here's the
that's
thing.
where the
If
debate
we're
lies.
going to talk about democratic socialism, I need to make sure that we're on the same playing field of understanding of what it actually is, because a whole lot of the things you just talked about
here we go.
is not democratic socialism. So tell me, in your words, what is democratic socialism?
Democratic socialism is an idea that they will eventually convert to socialism. So you have to go back to the original root of socialism. And the original root of socialism goes against all concepts of American ideology, all concepts of liberalism of what this country
So I don't,
was
again,
founded
I
on.
just specifically ask you for a definition of democratic socialism, not your opinion and wording.
Okay,
of what
how
it
would you
is.
define socialism
So
compared to democratic socialism?
again,
You can't.
hold on.
You're going
hold
to
on.
run around.
Oh, wait.
definitions.
Let me get this straight. So you came up on my panel complaining about democratic socialism and what you think it is. I asked you to define it, and then your solution was then to ask me to define something I never argued against.
Okay, what is the difference between democratic socialism and socialism?
So you're not going to define it.
You can't either. And that's the point.
Oh, wait. Okay. So first
Ooh.
off, you said you can't either.
Okay,
I want to hone in on
let's
that.
break down the definition.
I want to
of
hone in
socialism.
on that.
Socialism
So
is
For
the
one,
workers
no,
owning the means of production, correct?
No. I am going off of what you're saying. I'm not putting words in your mouth. You came up here with all this vitriol, trying to make an argument that we don't know how to debate people in the middle, which you claim to be. You say democratic socialism is what Mussolini and Schmittler used. Those are your words, okay? And the ownership and all this stuff. I ask you to define democratic socialism, and then your response was, it's this stuff. And then I say, no, that's your opinion. What is the actual definition of it, what it stands for? You've been asking me about what I think it is now, and we're here. So I think it's safe to assume you don't know what democratic socialism is. Am I tripping, chat? Like, you don't know what it is, because the way you just confused it with communism and then confused communism with literal authoritarian dictatorships is crazy. So I'm going to ask you this again. And if you need to look it up, listen, this could be a learning experience. I'm not going to bash you for not knowing what it is. I'll just politely ask you not to assert what you think it is on panels with 200 people in here. But if you don't know what it is, you're more than welcome to look it up. I'm going to send you an invite to unmute and tell me what it is.
Democratic socialism. Okay, the idea of socialism performed democratically. Let's break down words and actually what they mean. That is not a reality. Socialism,
how is it not a reality?
Is the workers owning the means of production, which is completely based on fantasy. Cannot happen. That is some of the problem, is the left is embracing ideology that goes completely against liberalism, completely goes against anything that had to do with the United States to begin with. All of it is European ideology. It has nothing to do with.
Are you under the belief that we don't have any kind of socialist or socialist-leaning policies here in the country?
We do not. We do
don't?
not, because welfare is completely different from socialism.
Word?
In fact, socialists, if you actually understand anything about socialism, socialism is completely against welfare because it keeps capitalism in place. Democratic socialism is a lie. Socialism in any concept is a lie. Social Security is not for everybody. Social Security is only for a specific group. You know, you guys, I don't think you understand the ideology.
So let me get
we're
this
trying to
straight.
preach.
Let me get this straight. When our tax dollars is going towards several different
That's
social
not
programs
socialism. That's welfare.
and paying firefighters and police officers and many other branches
That's not
and departments,
welfare. Or that's not socialism.
none of
The
that
firefighters
none
make
of
their
that
own
is
shit.
based in socialism whatsoever. None of that took
No.
roots and concepts from those practices.
No.
That's
You tell
capitalism,
me,
right?
You write out
Welfare
how
is
that
capitalism,
connects
right?
From Marx to
Welfare
Marx
is
to currency.
capitalism, right?
Marx to currency. No, it has nothing
Welfare
to
is
do
not
with
capitalism.
capitalism.
Well, you said it's not socialism, so I assumed it was.
It's not socialism.
And it's not capitalism. So what is it?
What is the whole American concept based on?
What does that mean? That's a very broad question.
That means you really don't know much about American history, right?
No, you're just asking really broad. What is the American concept based on? First off, I have a vastly different opinion on what it's based on and how we got here than you would. I'm assuming. Are you a white man?
Yes.
Oh
But
yeah,
I'm
we have
also-
two
I'm Irish
vastly different white. Yeah, we have two vastly different
Cherokee. You wanna
understandings
get into
of how
ancestor
the
stuff,
country came into play. So I don't think you want that part. Okay, so I'm gonna
No,
ask
you don't want that argument
in your
either.
very
I'm
broad
also a
question.
major
Sure,
in history.
sure. I'm sure you are. I know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you again in your very broad question, if you can fine tune it a little bit when you talk about what this country's concept was based on.
This concept is based on the individual. It's based on individual rights, individual liberty. Every concept of socialism goes completely.
Socialism
forth.
doesn't negate individual rights.
Huh?
Socialism
Yes, it
does
does.
not negate how.
Oh, socialism is not based on any concept of the individual. It's based on the
I
whole
said,
concept.
I
of the
asked you,
collective.
how does it negate individual rights?
Do you not know history?
Give me a socialist policy that negates individual rights.
It's in their doctrine. Do you not know anything about socialism?
It's in their doctrine. Got you.
The
So
individual can't
there's a socialist manifesto, and in the socialist manifesto, it says no one gets individual rights. Correct.
Everything from Hegel to Marx to
Got you.
Engels.
Okay, so again, Marx is not a socialist. So I don't know why you keep going back to Marx. If you, who allege to know the definitions and differences of both, keep saying that, you're
Where
only
does the
confirming
definition
you
of
have no
socialism
idea
come
what you're
from if
talking
not
about.
from Marx? Hold up. Where does the definition of socialism come from if it's not from Marx?
What is Karl Marx, bro?
Was it not Stalin who said that he was the embodiment of socialism? I
What's
mean,
up,
do you
Nicole?
not know anything about the ideology you're trying to preach?
I love how you're trying to pivot away from my question, but it's fine. What's up, Naquan?
Okay, so you're just wrong. So socialist programs are literally the police department, the fire department.
No, they're not.
Shush. I'm talking. DOT. All of these things that our tax dollars go into and pay for. Those are social.
Existed before socialism.
Those are social programs. You can literally look this up.
Social programs doesn't equal socialism because socialism is defined by the workers owning the means of production. The police doesn't make their own shit.
It's
The
not
firefighters
fully.
don't make their own
It's
shit.
not fully
It's
socialism.
private property or private ownership that makes that shit. Private ownership
what?
goes against all concepts of socialism.
Wait, repeat that again.
Private ownership goes against all concepts of socialism.
Really quickly. W's in the chat for Shauna for the $15 on fucking you this goddamn leg. $15 on Cash App for your mental health. I'm gonna need it in a second. W's in the chat for Shauna, y'all. W's in the chat for the Shauna. I appreciate your support. And can we get some W's in the chat for Lude for the $30 on Cash App, the big 30. Take us hunting. Let's go. Can we get some W's in the chat for Lude? W's in the chat for Lude. W's in the chat for Sean. I appreciate y'all support. What does that put us at? Oh, boom. That puts us up at 90, guys. 90. So we are over. We are over what I set. So we absolutely will be going MAGA hunting in a bit. We do still have shut the fuck up. So we do still have $60 more left in the gift goal. Those of you want to do that and support the platform. Hector talks with 2 R's. We will be going MAGA hunting after we're done with this fool. And we're gonna test that out. Thank you for everyone who's donated so far. Hi, Erica.
Hey, Hector, guess what? Because you haven't seen the group chat yet. But dude, guess what? So you know how I said I have to go pick up Bubba? I don't have to pick up Bubba. I totally spaced the fuck out. Dude is on Thanksgiving. Excuse me, Naquan. Dude is on Thanksgiving break. He's gonna be with his dad until next Sunday.
That's hilarious.
So you lost a few days.
That's hilarious.
I'm about to do hood rat shit.
So you lost a few days, sis. You lost the whole week, actually. Welcome, you lost the whole week.
What do you mean I lost the whole week? What you mean?
You thought it was next weekend. You lost the whole week.
No, I didn't lose a whole week. I just thought, I thought I was supposed to pick him up from his dad tonight. I didn't think school let out until Wednesday, but no, he's off the entire week. I need to do better. I gotta start looking at the calendar.
W hood rat shit.
Yeah, you lucky because I think my daughter get out this Wednesday.
Great.
Yeah, I thought he got out on Wednesday. I think I was like, listen, I would have bet money that Bubba was home for Thanksgiving this year. Like, I was about to go to war for that shit. Like, hey, yo, you home. You home for Thanksgiving this year. No, it's an odd year. He's with his dad. Look at God.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? I'm going to be up. Okay, all right. That's all. That's all I want to tell you.
Great.
I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I should go out now.
All right, Keto. So again, I'm patiently waiting for you to tell me what part of I have no interest in this conversation, what part of socialism?
On the panel, shit.
Yeah, he don't know.
Sorry.
He don't know what socialist programs are, and we was explaining it to him. So, for example, literally our school system, libraries, military, police department, fire department, DOT, road workers, all of these things get paid by our taxes. Those are socialist style programs. Welfare, Medicaid, Medicare. I mean, I can keep
None of that has to
naming.
do with socialism. The workers do not own the means of production with any of that.
Who pays for those
attach
workers?
socialism to any of those because the workers do not own the means of production for any of that. Any of it.
Let's make this more specific. Can you tell me what policy that Zoran Mamdani has ran off of and intends to implement that would negate individual liberties?
I don't
let's do
know
this
much
perfume
about the
though.
things he's trying to, other than what public transportation free, which still gets paid by the tax dollar. Um, any of that, but
So that
as
it's
far as
not free.
individual, no. If you're gonna look at individual rights, you got to look at individual property. You have to look at being able to take people's guns, being able to take people's property, being able to take people's vehicles, being able to take anything for what the government would depend on is this or that or this or that.
And can you tell me
that
what
is-
policy that he ran off of to take anyone's land, to take anyone's
He's a
firearm, to take
self-proclaimed-
anyone's
no,
liberties?
he's saying he is a democratic socialist, correct? So
Based
what
off
I
of
am
him being
basing
the
anything
only
off of
democratic
on
socialist
what
that we've had take
concepts
any position.
socialism is.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to hear about your concepts. We have a literal democratic
I'm not
socialist
saying
who's
my
about
concepts.
to
I'm saying
run,
concepts
who's
that
about to
socialism is.
run New York City as its mayor. We have his policy platform that he ran off of and is starting to implement. He just met with the president of the United States, for God's sake, who apparently really fucking loves him now. Can you
Now,
tell
didn't the
me
government-
which
didn't the
one of
governor
his
tell him no on a
policies?
lot of his shit?
Can you tell me which one of his policies would take away from your individual rights?
None that I can think of that I can see right off the bat. I have no problem admitting that.
Okay,
None
then.
that would take.
So
from
let's
mine.
make this broader now, since you can't
But
get specific.
Hold on.
What
But if we were to look
about
at democratic socialism,
democratic socialism takes away from individual rights?
Let's follow the Green New Deal. The Green New Deal, if fully implemented, would control completely how I make money, how I move around, how all this stuff.
What?
So there's a lot. Oh. See, my problem is with democratic socialism, period.
How would the Green New Deal take away all those things you mentioned?
Did you not read it?
Not in full, no.
Okay. So they would control exactly how you moved around the country.
Okay,
They would
cool.
control exactly how much money you made, which all
Okay.
this is not uncommon with what they talk about. Let's talk about, universal basic income. Let's talk about, all the climate change stuff that, tries to push whatever to where they're now attacking, well, they were attacking Teslas, but that was kind of weird. But,
what part of this controlled how much you made?
the universal basic income.
The
You didn't see all that push into that? Damn, I'm only
Here's
half
what I'm
done.
gonna do.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to ask you to provide to me a source, a page of what part of the Green New Deal wanted universal income. When you can't provide it to me, I'm then going to look it up. And I'm going to let you know what's going to happen when I do. I have a feeling I'm going to look this up. It's not going to be there because that's fucking asinine. And then I'm going to tell you that your idiot brain is getting fucked by stupid. I don't want to do that. So can you look up what you're saying and provide it to me? And if you don't find it, walk it back.
Give me 2 seconds.
Thank you. Guys, I had no idea. I had no idea that the Green New Deal was a communist socialist bill that sought to control how you moved and control what you made. Here's what I'm gonna go out on a limb. Let's take a bet, chat. Let's take a bet. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna assume that the aspect of it controlling how much you got paid, not the skedaddle. I'm gonna give it 60 seconds. I'm not gonna say he ran yet. I'm gonna give it 60 seconds. I'm not gonna say he ran yet. We're gonna count down. Before we say he ran, sometimes people drop. Sometimes the app randomly drops people. We're gonna give it a couple more seconds before I say he ran. But I was gonna go out on a limb and say that portion of it he's talking about was the increase in union jobs. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's the heavy production and investment into green energy and then creating union jobs that pay better and give you better benefits. I'm gonna argue that was his claim when it comes to pay. See, he didn't run, guys. He didn't run. He didn't run. Oh shit, he didn't load back up either.
He said even AI.
He's not loading. I guess he's having connectivity issues.
I see him.
What a night. What a goddamn night. Thank you, Sick of Society and Gucci, for the perfumes. I appreciate y'all. Guys, we just need about 40 more of those. 40 more of those. Let's knock out the gift goal. That's probably going to be the final one for this live. And then we're going to test out this MAGA hunting thing. We will be doing that on the studio. So I need as much of you up in here as possible. Those of you on the tube side, continue to tap the screen. Thank you for the comments and engagement. We appreciate all of you. You're doing great work. Did I accidentally cut off my stream? No, I didn't. No, we're good. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Did you run again? Okay, I'm going to send you this invite because I don't know where you went. I'm going to ask you to explain. I don't need you to tell me what AI told you. I need you to tell me what you found that explains controlling how much people make. That's what I need. Hi, Jody. That's what I need. That's what I need. I'm curious. I'm very curious. I've never heard that talking point before. This is completely new to me. I've never heard that talking point before. Da, 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 da. What else did he say about the Green New Deal? Something about control where you go. Is that what he said, or how you get there?
I think he said how you get there, control where you go, how you get there, the means of how you get there. He sounded like a sovereign citizen to me.
That was weird. That was really weird. He said how you move. I thought, yeah, that's what I thought. And what money you made. Yeah, that's what we're looking up. Because he said it would control how much you make, and then disappeared. Okay, hold on. You know what? No. I don't know why you're chirping in the comments. Don't chirp in the comments. Come up here. Get up here. Get up here. Hector, wait, so are you going to be live streaming the mag hunting? Yeah, I'm going to be live streaming the mag hunting here. So it won't be on the phone. I got to go to studio. And then I'm going to be streaming me hopping on the other lives on my backup. Yeah, we're going to test that out. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Thank you guys for getting us up to about 150K likes. I got my super tappers in here today, apparently. Let's get us up to 200K likes as soon as possible. All right, get that finger action going. Get that finger action going. You're not doing anything good with it. Make sure you use it to tap the screen. There we go. Great. Did you find it?
Yeah. Sometimes I think I'm being silenced on purpose. What the fuck?
Sure. Did you find it?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Dude, anybody can look that up.
I didn't. Oh my God.
Universal
you had one
income,
job. You had
universal basic income was the part
you had one job. Your one job was to show me where in the Green New Deal that universal basic income, controlling how much people make, was a provision. Do you have that source, or do I have to go do your homework for you? Also, try not to mute him because he doesn't know how to unmute, apparently. Thank you, Eugenia, for the perfume. Appreciate y'all. Fuck it. Hold on.
No, everybody else has nothing. I've already proven it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You do understand
anybody
that,
can Google it.
Hey, you do understand that socialism is controlled by the government, right? So
socialism would be pure government control.
Okay,
national centralization.
So hold on. So how is welfare? How is the police department, fire department, city parks, libraries, schools not socialism?
because welfare in itself
Who
is not
who
socialism.
who
Our
runs
forefathers
those?
put forth
Who
very clear
who runs those, program and control them?
the people.
Jesus fucking Christ! You should have been a sock baby.
All right. So Keto, you said that AI backed up what you said, correct?
Yes.
What AI was that?
Just research was
No. What AI was
basic
that?
income
What AI was that?
was basic.
What AI
income
was that?
Part of the
What
original Green New Deal.
AI was that?
Off of Google.
The Google AI said that?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
Anybody.
Okay, got you.
Anybody
No. Here, listen. I have $25 with your name on it.
Social
If you're correct.
programs, those
I know. Hey,
examples of
listen, hear me
social
out. I'm trying to help you out.
programs,
I'm trying to help you out. I have $25 with your name on it. If in the Green New Deal that was implemented, universal basic income was a proponent before it was repealed, right? According to you, the Google AI, which is the AI overview that would show up on the top of it, right? That states
Can
what
I
you're
post a
saying.
picture on here?
Absolutely. You can use your green screen. Actually, does he have green screen access?
Probably not.
10 followers? Do 10
I gotta
followers have
figure
green
some of
screen
this shit out.
access?
No, he don't have camera
You
access.
wouldn't have camera access?
Check.
Okay.
Nah,
So I'll
I'm
tell you what.
actually-
Just
Nah,
read it.
I have to be
Read it out
honest.
to us.
I'm new to TikTok. I don't know too much about TikTok to where I'm still learning this shit.
Got you.
You
Do you
know.
have a secondary device that you can use to pull up information?
He said that.
That is it. Yes.
He said to even wages or something like that. Because I'm about to look it up.
Basic income.
I have it here.
Basic universal income.
Okay. You have you do a terrible job at answering questions. Cece, did you mean to request that?
Huh?
I'm going to take that as a no. All right. Keto, do you have a secondary device that you can use to look up information?
I'm looking at something right now. Hold up.
Is it a yes or a fucking
Pull up
no,
the same
my
thing that I
guy?
pulled up before. Google.
Okay, I'm going to say yes. So on your secondary
Okay.
device, I want you to read word for word what you searched up and how it backed up your claim.
Was basic.
Not someone pulling the
Mhm.
receipts. Bella said you've been on TikTok since 2020. Thank you,
Personal.
Gucci, for the
That was my
perfumes.
daughter.
Bella's your daughter?
Yeah, I couldn't make. Never mind. It ain't a long story. I couldn't figure out how to make a new. Never mind.
Guys, what did I ask for at the beginning of this live? You guys remember what I asked for at the beginning of this live? I said, give me somebody normal, please. Why is that so hard? Why the fuck is that so hard?
Damn normal dude. You just don't like what I'm saying.
No, I'm just waiting for you to substantiate it. You pulled it up so easily
Okay.
earlier. I don't know why you're struggling now. Guys, once again, this is the backup. Make sure you're following the backup.
Oh.
Right after this, we're going to do the mag hunting, y'all. Right after this, we're going to do the mag hunting. I just want to see what he finds because he said very, very adamantly that AI proved him right. So I just want to see it. I just want to see it real quickly. Really quickly. Once again, if you want to support the platform, the best ways to do so are in the links in the bio. We're looking at the Cash App, we're looking at the Venmo, we're looking at the PayPal. You may find those links in the description on the Tickety Talk. Best ways to support the platform is through those donations there. Hector Talks with 2 R's. Hector Talks with 2 R's. The PayPal is a different username. I don't even remember that, but the link's in there. Those of you on the tube side, make sure that you give it a good like. Thank you guys for being there. And you may send a super chat now. I forgot to do memberships. I'll do that later on. But you can send a super chat to send your thank yous.
Yes.
We do
a
want to knock out
basic
60 more for the
univer-
daily goal. Yes.
Okay. Yes, a universal basic income has been proposed as a component of some versions of the Green New Deal to address economic inequality to ensure a social safety net during the transition to a green economy. While UBI was part of some proposed frameworks and discussions, it is not included in the official text of the resolution. Okay, so you were right, but that's exactly where that comes from.
Okay. Okay. So it took us about 15, 20 minutes for us to be here. And where here is at is
Well,
the
something
fact
kept
that you
cutting
were,
me
you
off
were,
out
you
of
were,
the out of the feed.
sure, you were very wrong. You were very wrong. And what you
No, it wasn't very
believed
wrong.
that
It
the
is
Green
still
New Deal
something
had in
something
it.
people keep calling for.
First off, I love that you just read the context of it. So don't ignore the context. To offset some of the changes between transitioning over to green new energy, UBI was suggested for people who would be a part of said change. That wasn't blatant for everyone in every field, right? So there's some context there. And those were in the early provisions of it because you mentioned different versions, which is exactly what I was reading here. I was just waiting for you to say it. I just want to see if you'd be honest. So thank you for that. And all of that was quickly, swiftly thrown out. So I would argue it was ridiculous to bring that up as if it was some type of main point of the Green New Deal when it was just something that was teased at the beginning and then everyone said, this is fucking ridiculous. We're not doing that anymore. And if you were so wrong about this, why in the hell would I believe that you have the slightest clue as to what socialism or democratic socialism means?
Well, that's all based on my college stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I firmly doubt that. Better yet, maybe you're right. Did you go to Trump University?
No.
I was just about to ask that.
I went to Hillsdale, but where did y'all go?
Okay.
I'm a homeschool dropout. I'm a homeschool dropout.
Homeschool dropout.
Yeah.
Where did anybody else go?
I graduated high school and that was that. But
Okay.
clearly my high school diploma is better than your college degree.
Boy, this GED is back hurt.
You went to a red state university?
First of all, like every talk we've had about the ideology aspect, y'all haven't proven me a damn thing wrong.
Okay, did you?
You
did
haven't
you
even
go
proved
to?
it right. Listen. I'm sorry, Naquan. Give me a second.
Hold on.
This GED is back hurt, bro. Let me tell y'all something. I do not think I am a smart person, but I don't think I'm like super intellectual intelligent. I really fucking don't. A lot of stuff that I know is just hours of research and just really doing my due diligence, okay? And then I pull up the rest while we're on live. I'm learning just as much as I'm talking.
Don't have an idea what socialism
And what's
is.
fucking crazy to me is despite my limited knowledge on so much, there are other people who are far dumber than me. Stupider. That's not a word. And it's sad. It's really sad.
Yeah,
This GED's back hurts, bro. Goodness gracious.
Since you like AI so much, literally AI tells you what socialism is.
Yeah, go ahead.
So again, it is state or community, right? Police department. Who owns the police department? State, right?
Wait, hold up. Pull up the official definition of socialism.
No, you like AI. I can pull that up too. So, but we're gonna go here first, and then I'm.
Pull that up.
Socialism. We already agreed that socialism is ran by the government, right? Is the state the government?
Social programs are not
Is the
socialism.
state the government? Yes or no?
Social programs are not socialism.
Is the state the government? Yes
Who
or
owns
no?
the means of production? Who owns
Oh
the
my
means of
gosh.
production?
Okay, so
Who owns the means of production?
So
Is the
hold
state
on.
The government own? Does the government own the means of production?
No, not in socialism. So I think it's best.
Does the government
I think
own
it's
the means
best.
of production?
I think one of the best people to defend socialism against your misconstruing of it with communism, better yet, straight up authoritarianism, would be a communist themselves. Nikita, how are you?
Hey, Nikita.
Hi. I tripped over a box and I went splat like a chapati, and I'm in pain, so I'm also pissed off.
I'm so sorry.
It's
My
all
phone's
right.
fucking up. Guys, do we remember how we fixed this camera issue the last time?
Yeah, you fuzzy. I thought it was maybe just my phone. You fuzzy.
It's a random glitch. When certain people come up, it screws up the camera. I don't remember how we fixed it the last time. Shit. Whatever. Go ahead, Nikita.
So, Keto, what is your understanding of socialism?
Everyone dropped? Okay.
What is my understanding of socialism?
Yes.
Based on the definition or based on how it's been portrayed in history?
Your definition, your understanding.
My full definition of socialism is when it's been applied, it has absolutely failed. We've seen that completely in Lenin. We've seen it completely when it moved to Stalin. We've seen it completely in Mao. And these are all full definitions. Even Stalin considered himself the embodiment of socialism.
Yeah, and Hitler
So
ran
when
the
we
Socialist
look at
Party.
the
Anyways,
whole thing of it,
real quick. Taro, thank you for the $2 super chat over on the tube side. Harness the power of whole wheat eggs. Hail Hector. Taro, when you say whole wheat eggs, is that what you're calling my head? Like, I just connected the dots. You've been calling me that for weeks, and I just connected the dots. That's actually fucking hilarious. W's in the chat for W's in the chat for Taro, y'all. W's in the chat for Taro. Taro has been calling me this for weeks, and I'm just like, what the fuck is a whole wheat egg? And it was like, oh, cause the yeah. W's Taro, thank you so much.
That, Taro?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's wild, and I thought I was your biggest op.
That puts us up to 92 of tonight's 150
Then we'll
goal.
talk
Once
about
again,
Mao and
guys,
his fucking
best ways
death
to
quotas.
okay, cool.
And
Best
we'll
ways to
talk
support the
about
platform
fucking
is Hector
Stalin
Talks with
and
2 R's on Cash App and Venmo. You may hit up the PayPal link in there as well. Also, those of you on the tube side can send a super chat. Best ways to support the platform. Thank you guys for being here so far. We do still need 21 of the no. Yes,
Oh, that's
20.
true.
I can't do math.
This is entertaining.
21 of the perfumes, and let's get the likes up to 200K as fast as possible. If you haven't sent your daily heartbeats, make sure you do that as well. Carry on with your understanding of socialism, Keto.
I don't know. I want to hear everybody else explain to me socialism, because apparently y'all are saying it's the police, which it's not. Y'all are saying it's this, and it's not. Y'all are saying it's that, and it's not. So no, this is entertaining as fuck to me. So
I bet.
Oh yeah, why don't y'all? Yeah, because y'all are telling me all my college shit is wrong. So please, come on. I'm enjoying this instruction.
Hold on.
So why don't y'all tell me what socialism is?
You was asked for the definition, and you just said that it didn't work. That's not a definition.
No, you
But
asked me for the definition
you was
of
also
socialism. The definition of socialism is the owners or the
okay.
workers owning the means of production.
No, it's community or government. Police department is owned by who? A state, which is a form of government. Hospitals, a lot of hospitals are owned by who? The government. Schools, government. Unless it's a private school. These are a form of socialism, but you was also wrong. Marx wasn't a socialist. He did write papers, a few pages on socialism, but he wasn't a socialism. He wasn't a socialist.
Thank you guys for knocking out the gift goal.
He wasn't a socialist. Did he write a few pages on it? Yes, but he wasn't a socialist.
Stalin identified as a socialist, but then his policies clearly wasn't. So let's stop doing this thing where we look at people who call themselves something, despite their actions being vastly different.
I'm just trying to gauge your understanding here. Do you think that that China is a communist country?
All of it has to do with the workers owning the means of production. You tell me in history where that has ever happened.
Can you address
Or
Nikki?
happened.
Hold on, Naquan. Can you answer Nikita's question, please?
Which was?
Go ahead, Nikita.
Do you think that China is a communist country?
No. They returned completely to monarchy because they have a president for life, and their whole economy is fascist because it is controlled. It is straight state-controlled capitalism. It is straight controlled socialism, whatever. It doesn't matter what definition you put on it. It is straight state-controlled. They have exactly what Hitler and Mussolini wanted the whole time.
Okay.
Wrong or right?
I see we're not going to get anywhere here.
Yeah, well, how am I wrong? For one, they did return to monarchy. They have a president for life. Two, they do have a fascist economy. By every definition of everything, they have a fascist economy. They have exactly what the democratic socialists want here, which is completely controlled capitalism.
Is regulated capitalism controlled capitalism?
Yes. That would be the same thing that Lenin called for with state-sponsored capitalism, would it not be?
I want to ask you this one more time.
How is it different?
Is regulated capitalism controlled capitalism, which would be not, I guess, capitalism by default?
Which would be fascism.
Sure.
So your answer would be no.
What? Okay.
Any type. See, you don't get it.
Please understand
Okay.
that I stopped giving a fuck what you had to say the second you couldn't define
Then
the
why
thing
do you
that you
keep
came
asking
up
me
here and
questions? Why
argued
don't
about.
you just cut me off?
I'll tell you exactly why I keep asking you questions, because I have a show to run here, and I'm more than happy to entertain you because this is actually fucking
But
hilarious.
nobody
You
else on
can't
here is proving me
define
wrong
the
about
thing
anything.
you're anti about. You don't know the differences, which is why you keep mixing up everything with communism and straight up dictatorships.
All of it
You
had to do with
fact checked your
Eastern-
own self and proved yourself wrong with the one thing that I asked you to source.
Okay, what was
But
different
then you
between
still
Hitler's
come
actions
up
and
here
fucking
and you're
Stalin's
still
or
speaking to
Lenin's?
me as if you have some type of authority on the matter.
The only authority I have is that the fact that I actually spent fucking hours upon hours upon hours studying fucking history.
Did you spend
So
hours
I'm
on
actually
hours
asking
and hours
any one
studying
of these
democratic
people on your
socialism
panel to
and
prove
the
me
Green
wrong
New
about
Deal?
anything.
Hold on. Did you put those
Okay,
same
the only
hours
thing
into
y'all
studying the
proved me
Green New
wrong on
Deal?
was the New Deal.
Sure,
What
got
else
you.
did you prove
Did
me
you
wrong
put
on?
the same amount of hours you spent studying socialism, democratic socialism, did you put that into the Green New Deal?
Democratic socialism. That's who came up with the Green New Deal, was it not? Is it not the same
That's
from
not
the Great
answering my
Leap
question.
Forward, from the
Oh my
and the
God.
that from other shit from history?
Thank
I mean,
you,
do you
Feisty,
not-
for the $5
okay, you
super
have not
chat on
studied history,
Chew.
obviously.
We promised it wasn't about you. Now I feel like you're lying. Now I feel like you're
Has
gaslighting
anybody
me.
here studied history?
Now I feel like you're gaslighting me. I think that the whole wheat egg was very much about me, and that's okay. It's fucking hilarious, but don't gaslight me. W's in the chat for Feisty, y'all. W's in the chat in the Feisty. Appreciate your support. That put us up to about 2/3 of the goal, guys. You guys know already. Links in the bio. Best ways to support the platform.
He's
What?
president for life. Duh. Saying I
What
don't
are
know
you, what are you,
history
what are
at
you
all.
saying, bro?
Nah, they were saying Z wasn't. No, Z is president for life. Y'all don't really understand that, apparently.
Okay, I don't.
That's what somebody was saying in the chats. I'm reading that at the same time. So
All right. I want to hit 200K at least before
I'm
we
in a
go,
cult.
y'all.
I'm not a
200K
Trumper.
before we go. 200K before we go. Put your fingers to use. 200K before we go. 200K likes. Super tap that screen. About over this conversation, but I'm not going anywhere until we hit 200K. Keto, I think you're very misinformed.
I think everybody else is. I think they don't have a clue what they're talking about.
Really? Okay.
Nobody's been
Interesting.
able to
Okay.
prove me wrong on any concept of
Can you
socialism that I
can you
voted for.
can you tell me, you haven't even proved yourself right? Can you tell me what claim that I've made that's been wrong?
You haven't? Nah, hold up, because you
I
corrected
haven't.
me on the thing with the Green New
Okay,
Deal.
well,
I have no problem
you
admitting it.
started off by saying that you're right and everyone else is wrong. So then I asked you what claim I made that was wrong, and then you said you haven't. You
No,
are
but
you are just a
when it
walking
comes down
bag
to
of fucking
socialism-
contradictions, aren't you?
When it comes down to socialism, I know I'm right here, and
Then-
I have yet to have anybody here really go against me.
I made you prove yourself wrong. Socialism is ran by the government or community. If we talk about the
Handle this for a second. I gotta use the bathroom.
okay,
Hold up. Where in socialism was it ever ran by?
socialism is ran either by the state, which is is a form of government, or community. It does not always mean that it is ran by the community. So if we look at public transportation, that is state run. The state is a form of the government. Library, that is state run, which is a form of the government. Schools, state run, which is a form of government. Police department, state run, also a form of the government. Fire department, state run, form of government. Post office, state run, a form of government. Who gives out Social Security? You have to apply to the what? The government. Ding, ding, ding. Welfare, you have to apply to the government. All of these things are forms of social program. TSA. air traffic control, all ran by the government, paid by taxpayer money. It's a form of socialism. ICE, form of socialism. Border control, form of socialism. It's all ran by the fucking government. You don't know what you're talking about. Now I'm going to send you an invite, and I want you to answer Nikita's question that she asked you in the beginning. Don't say it didn't work. She wants the definition.
What you listed is socialism. None of it. In none of that do the workers own the means of production.
It does not only say community ran, it says state or community. State or community.
You realize private for profit.
States or community.
Right. You realize for our military, for profit
States,
corporations make weapons.
States or community. They buy their weapons from private organizations. Yes, but
Bingo. So therefore,
controls
they do not
who
own
controls
the
the
means of
military?
production.
Who controls the
Therefore,
military?
They do not own the means
Who
of production.
controls the military?
There's no difference.
Who controls the military? Who sends out the military? Who sends out the military?
We all are supposed to.
Who sends out? Okay, I'm gonna dumb it down for you a little bit. National Guard. Who controls the National Guard?
The states.
And that is a form of what? Does that
State
not fall
government.
under socialism?
No, because
Jesus fucking
they
Christ.
do not own the means of production.
Jesus
what part of
fucking
that do
Christ.
you not understand?
Who
Okay,
does the National
if-
Guard work? Who does the National Guard work for?
Okay.
Who
So
does
therefore,
the
you really
National
don't understand. Like,
who does the National Guard work for?
wow.
Who does the National Guard work for?
Government, not socialism. Thank you.
So if
Government, not so. Other people
Jesus
understand this. I don't
fucking
have
Christ.
to point this out, man. I don't have to keep pointing this out. Everything you point out is not socialism.
No. The problem is that you think just because they don't make their weapons, that it's not a form of socialism. Yes, they can buy their products from somewhere else, but the job that they do is provided by the government, which is a form of a social program. Them doing a job is a means of production. They have to do their job. Who is hired by what? The government, aka the state. So yes, it is a form of socialism.
You guys want to keep muting him? I literally told y'all to stop them muting him. So here's what I want him to do, because the only thing he seems to trust at least is the AI. So here's what I want you to do, Keto. I want you to Google, does democratic socialism advocate for the abolishment of private ownership? And tell me what you find.
New gift go, bro.
Nah. Interesting question. Nah, very good question. No, I'll do just that. Does democratic socialism?
Oh.
No, I'm curious as to what it says, because a lot of this shit keeps changing. But
Okay. I'm gonna set a big one, y'all, on the way out. It's fine. We're coming back for the hunting for a little bit, but it won't be for long because Erica's gonna go live. We're gonna do the social.
okay, you wanted to word that exactly how now? Does democratic socialism?
I mean, however you got to word it, you get what I'm trying to say here. I just want to know if it advocates for the
Advocate.
abolishment of private ownership, which was your claim.
Which would also make you a fascist if you understood what you're asking.
Sure.
So are you equating democratic socialism, communism,
With fascism, yes,
all of those things
absolutely.
with fascism?
I do absolutely equate democratic socialism with fascism. And there's two reasons for that. Very specific. Two core components of fascism was national centralization and the control of capitalism.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to ask you an honest question. What degree do you have?
Hold on, y'all. Thank you, Crow, for the $1 on Venmo. Please explain that a monarchy would be a form of governance and communism/socialism/capitalism are forms of economy. You're more than welcome to come up and do it, Crow. W's in the chat for Crow. W's in the chat for Crow. W's in the chat for Tammy for the $20 on Venmo. Can I kick this moron? He's ignorant and annoying. Well, we're about to end anyway, but thank you for the donation. I want him
Democratic socialism does not advocate for the abolishment of all individual property. Instead, it typically draws a sharp distinction between personal property,
Thank you, Gucci.
items for personal use, and private property, the means of production used to generate profit by exploiting labor. Very interesting definition. But yeah, very interesting discussion.
Okay. So, do you understand how that just undid a large portion of
Did
your
you
argument?
understand what that just said?
Yeah, I did.
And private property. Let me what they put in parentheses around private property. The means of production used to generate profit by exploiting labor. You understand the ideology put in that? You know, we can sit here and go back and forth all day long. I mean, this was fun. I hope y'all had a good time. I did.
So after this live, need you to look up the difference between governance and economic models, because like you studied history, I studied political science.
I have fun with political science.
You named forms of governance as if they were economic models. You said China's not communist; they're a monarchy. You can be both monarchy and a form of communism, not true communism, but a form of,
really,
because one is a form of governance and one is an economic model. Those are two separate ass things.
Oh man! Thank you, Gucci, for the $8 on Venmo. Literally, all she sent was the emoji of the guy breathing, like the emoji breathing heavily, the exhaustion. That's it. That's how I feel. Gucci. That's how I feel.
That would be
Gucci.
like socialism. We're not
W's in the chat.
democracy.
W's in the chat for
Personal
Gucci.
belongings such as homes they live in, clothing and furniture, cars and other.
I need you to understand what you said when you said they're not
everyday consumer
communists.
goods.
They are a
Private
monarchy.
property,
Would be akin to saying we're not capitalists, we're a democracy.
Democratic socialists seek to abolish private property in the sense of means of production. Things like large factories, large corporations, land used for commercial speculation, and rental properties that generate passive income.
What are you reading now?
Democratic socialists advocate for the
I don't know,
social
he's
and
no
collective
longer listening
ownership
to
of
us, he's
these
just reading
private
Yeah, he's not
assets.
listening at all.
Yeah. Okay.
And where did you get that
Oh,
from?
at this point, because like I was trying to help him connect the dots of what he said. What you said about China would be akin to saying we're not capitalists, we're a democracy. Well, I don't know why you're laughing, because that's functionally what you said about China. You said when you said what you said,
I said basically they returned to a monarchy, which they did.
which is a
And I
form
said
of
they have
governance,
a fascist
economic
economy.
model.
Which they do.
Which is not. You just said they're not this economic model. They're this form of governance. Those are two different things. That's why I said what you said would be the equivalent of saying we're not capitalists, we're a democracy. And do you understand why that would be a silly sentence?
And you still can't prove what I said is wrong.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're just not smart enough to understand why what you said is wrong.
I'm sorry.
Friendly's request back up. I just wanted to fix the camera. Friendly's request back up. You guys can request back up. We're about to do the bag of hunting though. Like I said, I was gonna kick him once we hit 200K. We hit it. Thank you, Tammy, for the donation. Appreciate you. Thank you, Gucci. Thank you to the rest of you guys. That puts us up to 126. We need 24 more to knock out the daily gift goal. 24 more to knock out the daily gift goal for the day. The best ways to do so is Cash App and Venmo, and then the PayPal links that are available in the bio on the Tickety Talk. That was something.
That was also where China's not I'm aware China's not a monarchy. I was just trying to get him to understand why he said a silly thing. You can't say they're not this economic model, they're this governance model. Those would be two separate categories. That's why I use the example of saying America is not a capitalist country, it's a democracy. That's a ridiculous sentence.
I like how he tried to. I like how he agreed that anything it can be government or community owned. But then, as soon as I pointed out the fact that schools, police department, just because they don't make their own weapons, they are literally ran by the government.
Also, I do feel bad because I invited Nikita up here to talk with him, and Nikita really didn't get to speak. I apologize, Nikita.
No worries, because he just proved himself to be an absolute fucking moron. The more he spoke, the stupider I felt I got. And like, I definitely lost brain cells in that fall. I lost more just listening to him.
So I have a proposal that I've run every year, but I think you guys should get in on this because everyone's like, this Thanksgiving's going to be wild.
Thank you, Gucci, for the gift. I appreciate you.
For the right price, you can call me at the Thanksgiving table and put me on speakerphone, and I will debate your weird uncle for you.
I'm not gonna lie, that is some shit I would watch.
Shit, I would watch.
I would watch the hell out of that.
Do it.
I would watch the hell out of that.
You just
I like that idea.
This is my friend Crow. Talk to him, and I'll just fucking for the right price, I will debate your weird uncle for you on Thanksgiving.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I would watch that. I would probably even do it myself. I'll pull up to Thanksgiving. Ruin the whole.
All right.
So especially seeing as though I am the weird communist at family events. Yeah, tag me in.
So I'm saying everybody that has time, just offer that. Just make that a service you provide. Be like, for the right price, I will debate your weird uncle for you. You just pull up TikTok, you put it on speaker, and you just set it down and walk away. And whatever happens, happens.
I'll tell you what. Well, y'all can have fun while I'm sitting here. I'm just making the background. I'm making the background for the mega hunting, and then once I'm done with that, we'll do the restart, and we'll be doing that for a little bit. E, where's E at? When is she supposed to be going live?
Crow, you
we're
might
only
have
gonna
some-
test it out. We'll probably do 2 or 3 mega lives, and then we'll save it for another day. But I just want to see the logistics of how it would work. We'll test that out.
Crow, you might have some clients, Crow. I see a few people asking how much.
Clients is crazy. Let me find out I'm in the wrong business. Let me find out.
You, Hector, I'm just saying, there's a market to be made for like family gatherings. Just be the remote debater. Just be like, look, just drop the phone, drop it in the blue app, and then pull up the phone, and I will debate your weird uncle for you.
It's more if you want me to FaceTime.
This is not a unique idea. You all can steal this from me. Like, I'm a leftist. This is our idea.
Charge more on Christmas, Crow.
Our idea coverage.
Y'all think if I put like a sticker up of a hunter that they would flag me for it? They would say I'm inciting violence.
Probably. TikTok
Yeah.
been TikToking lately.
Also, I know Nikita wasn't speaking much because their brain was just short circuiting over and over. Like, I just hear them unmute and start laughing.
Honestly, I had to mute myself. Jeez, what definitions were those? Like, are those MAGA definitions? Are those really MAGA definitions?
No, I think he really a sovereign citizen. I really do. I really believe he's a sovereign citizen.
I was talking about this. This is why I don't answer the question of what are you, or even to fight the lib thing anymore. Because like, if I tell somebody what I am, then I have to spend 15 minutes explaining it because I'm some fucking niche shit that not even a lot of people on the left don't understand. So I just kind of go, yeah, fuck it, call me whatever you want. I don't give a shit anymore.
That man said because they don't make their own pew-pews, they're not a socialist program.
For you well-learned folks, the term you'd be looking for me is a syndicalist.
Yep. My cat has learned to open the door. He doesn't have thumbs.
All right, we got it.
When I tried to explain this, he's like, I know what that is. I'm like, what is it? He's like, it means you support syndicates.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, you're not even supposed to be in here.
Wait,
I'm about to
what?
close the door back on y'all.
That's what they told me a syndicalist was, somebody that supports syndicalists.
All right, I have my background made. So we're gonna restart. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes, just move some things around for studio. But we will be right back for the MAGA hunting. It's just gonna be a little test. We're gonna see what we find for a little bit, and then rate Erica
Alrighty.
whenever she goes live. But I'll give you all the chance to do final thoughts, starting from you, Nikita, all the way down.
I don't even know because, like, everybody just remember that my TikTok gifts go towards feeding people. If you're food insecure today, hit me up and I will send you some money for food on PayPal. All right, I'm gonna try to sleep.
All right, Nikita.
Hector, steal my idea. Fight people's uncles for Thanksgiving for money.
I mean, I'm down. I'm down. Did Nikita go?
Yeah, she went.
Yeah.
Also, we did have socialism in America at one point. College was free. 90% of all Medicare was literally paid by the government, which people only paid about 8%, if that. So we did have these kind of things in America before. All college, all schooling was free up until segregation ended. It was free.
We had it even before that, Naquan. Hey, Nikita, what did Marx base communism on?
Communalism?
Specifically, his observations on indigenous peoples in the Americas. My people have been doing that shit for thousands of motherfucking years.
Oh, these fucking dogs. All right. Naquan, final thoughts.
We can't be a socialist country if we don't make you don't make your pew pews yourself. Go out and learn how to make them. Clearly, that's the only take I took from him because he wasn't smart enough. W high school diploma.
Listen,
I'm a proud member.
W high school diploma, WGED.
Not even my
Goodness
master's
gracious. All right.
Not even my master's can do
Sit
anything.
here on my duality of having a GED and a master's.
Who can we raid?
Yeah, nice.
So, we're gonna raid Jessica Simone. Give me a second. And y'all can stay there if you want. But we're gonna be coming back. We're gonna be coming back in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna start this up on studio, and we're gonna test out this MAGA hunting thing. So I will see y'all then. Those of you who want that notification, because it will be studio. I don't think studio pushes out the notification. Just look for me in 5 minutes, or better yet, you'll get that notification in the Discord if you're in there. If you're not, feel free to join. Also, I keep forgetting to talk about this. We do have a subscriber goal. We're transitioning all of our subscribers over from the Tube side to the Tickety Talk. The TikTok side. Hey! From the TikTok side to the Discord side. So the goal for this month is 50. We're currently at 31. So those of you who want to subscribe or keep your subscription from over there, here to bring it over there, join the Discord. Link is in the link tree in the bio. Also, one of the great ways to support the platform is getting yourself any piece of the Hector Talks merch, whether it's from the Kamala Would Never, Make 2 + 2 = 4 again, or 10 Commandments collection. You can check that out on the TikTok shop. Also, there's the links. Follow me on the other social media platforms that I have. Fun and Facts on Wednesday. Yes, and we're doing Fun and Facts every Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. EST. We will currently be on episode 3. So those of you who haven't tuned into that, it's good stuff. Erica has them uploaded, and I'm going to do the same at some point. Make sure that you're tuning into that. But yeah, we will be back in a couple minutes for the MAGA hunting once I get everything started. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and just, I think Erica's going to be going live at that point. So we won't be live for long. But for right now, go raid Jessica Simone. Jessica Simone is live. Go raid Jessica Simone. Show her some love. How much you guys know who Jessica Simone is, right? Do I have to get my backup in here to show y'all? You guys know who Jessica Simone is.
E-Money is going live tonight.
Huh? You ain't going live?
Not going live.
Hey, come back a hunting with us. Come back a hunting with us. Everybody's invited. If they have space on the panel, come on up. This will be
Let's
good.
do this.
This will be good.
Juan's like, I got a backup now. I'll go MAGA hunting.
I got a
All right.
backup TikTok agent now, and I'm good.
All right, here we go. Go ahead and show Jessica Simone some love. Her name is literally right there. Jessica Simone. It's the exact same username. When you get in there, make sure you say Hector Raid, Hector Raid. Do it for one of two reasons. One, let them know the love and support is coming from me. And two, to stroke my ego. Hector Raid, Hector Raid. TubeSide, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll literally be back in a couple moments for the next stream. So make sure that you guys are there. Ooh, did I cut this off? I always forget to do that.